lather up. For a quick shave on the go, you need to settle for an electric. But what if you really want both? Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line.
Like I said, they always try. He's clearly like going off to war or something, or like he's in some sort of military situation, except I don't know where he's supposed to be. Is he at war with Mars? I don't know. Just in some sort of like extraterrestrial landscape.
The Bell & Howell Tack Shaver. Designed with the needs of our military in mind.
I like that it's designed with the needs of our military in mind, as it shows somebody who is in the military, he's in the Navy, shaving with just a regular razor. Just like, no, this is fine. I can just use this. It's not a big deal. This is what we all use anyway, so this shot is contradicting the entire commercial.
The tack shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a tack shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys.
Classic Navy guys. I mean, if anyone knows what those Navy guys are up to, it's Nick Bolton. I mean, trust me. He's probably had to deal with a lot of Navy guys in the line of work he's in. We're not gonna say what line of work he's in, but you can probably guess from what he's wearing. But we're not gonna say it because we don't wanna... We don't want to get sued. That's like the weirdest stereotype for Navy guys that I've ever heard also. They're just like always underwater. I mean, I know that the Navy like goes out onto the water. That's like their whole thing. Like they protect the waters or whatever, but I don't think they're always like swimming around underwater. They're not mermaids. Classic Navy guys. Can't breathe air. They have gills and they live underwater and they shave underwater and they have webbed feet.
Navy guys. Tack shaver is small and compact, so it slips easily into any pocket.
That's perfect that it fits in your pocket. I think that's really what makes it tactical, you know? It's sneaky. You can fit it in your pocket because you never know when you're gonna be like out in battle or like on a secret spy mission and you're just gonna spontaneously grow a beard. It happens to me all the time, as you can probably tell by the way my face looks.
To prove it, I'm gonna do something I never do. Shave.
And then let's show some really quick shots of me shaving that aren't even long enough for you to actually see if the razor's working, and now my face is clean.
As you can see,
Nick Bolton, more like Ned Flames.
now that's what I call military tough.
Also, I like that he's supposed to be the epitome of a man's man, and he's like, I'm gonna do something I never do, shave. As if like the toughest guys never shave. Tough guys have beards. But also, please buy this razor, it's meant for tough guys like me, tough guys that don't shave.
So let's review. Tack shaver gives you a quick, razor smooth shave.
Is that guy okay? What the hell is up with that guy? The TikTok that inspired me to make this video is about this part in this commercial. And in the TikTok, I think the dude says that he looks like he's about to murder somebody.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna kill someone?
And I gotta say, I definitely agree. I don't know if he's about to murder somebody or he just did, because he looks pretty happy, like whatever he was gonna do went well. And now he's like hiding out in the forest until things blow over, and he's also like shaving to change his appearance so that none of the witnesses can identify him. And he's like snickering to himself. You finally did it, Kevin. You finally showed them all who's boss. Now we're just gonna hide out in the rainforest for a couple months and then move to a country with no extradition laws. I also hate that his face is like glistening. Maybe it's from the rain, but it also could be sweat. Like he just did something really intense that took a heavy toll on him and now he's sort of cracked.
There's just nothing like it on the market today.
All right, dang, well I guess that's the tack shaver. I'm actually kind of curious to see how well it works. Let's watch a review for it.
Oh. I didn't cut anything. I think at this rate it's gonna grow faster than I cut it off.
Oh. So it doesn't work at all? Well, I guess old Nick was right, huh? There really is nothing like it on the market today, because most shavers work, but this one's for Navy guys.
Everybody has a visor in their car.
True.
But a visor in the wrong place can actually make it harder to see.
Technically true. Yes, a visor in the wrong place can make it harder to see. Like, for example, if it was right in front of your eyes or only covering the road for some reason, but usually it's at the top of the windshield, which is the right spot for it, because that's where the sun is and not where the cars are.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call it tack visor.
Nick Bolton here, driving down a civilian highway in an army vehicle for no reason. This is just the only car that I own. Also, just to really drive home the fact that Nick Bolton's a tough guy, I like that above the windshield it says high intensity noise hearing protection required, but Nick Bolton is wearing nothing of the sort. Our boy Nick doesn't need hearing protection because his ears are what I like to call military tough.
The secret is Bell & Howell's light filtering technology. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our tack visor. Our colorful American eagle is revealed.
Oh man. Of course it's an American flag with a bald eagle in front of it. I would expect no other image to be shown when you fold down the thing. I can't see anything on this screen. What is supposed to be there? God bless
Amazing.
Think it's a trick? Bring it in, guys.
Yes, Nick, I think it's a trick. This whole commercial's gotta be a trick. You're telling me that a piece of tinted plastic can block the sun? I'm sorry, but technology like that simply does not exist. This has to be a trick, dude. It's all smoke and mirrors. I love that bring it in also. Bring in the TV, guys. And they move it forward like 2 feet, as if it's a big reveal that they're gonna be using the TV. Can you guess what we're gonna be doing today? No. What, you don't have a guess or anything? Nah, All right, bring in the TV. Whoa, what the fuck?
Well, check out what happens when I show it to these people. Hop in. Look in that windshield. Tell me what you see.
A blank screen?
Just a blank screen.
Nothing. Blank.
Go and put down that tack visor and take a look again.
Whoa, what the?
Whoa, what the fuck? There's a truck coming right for us. What if he flipped down the tack visor and somehow they're actually on the road now? They're like, what? That's right, you've actually been driving this whole time and you're headed right into oncoming traffic. Whoa, fuck! And I gotta be honest, this seems like a little bit too good to be true. You can't actually see things that weren't there before, right? Like the American Eagle thing. But, lucky for us, I bought a tack visor. So now we're gonna see if I could see more than we could before. All right? All right, let's try it on this guy. You can see me. What? You. You can see me. Who are you? Finally. Finally! I'm a real boy! It didn't work. No, all jokes aside, this is just sunglasses, right? It's basically sunglasses, but instead of being an inch away from your eye, it's like 3 feet away from your eye. Sunglasses, tack visor. I mean, I guess it's convenient to always have it in your car, but a lot of people always just keep sunglasses in their car, and that's fine too.
Has this ever happened to you? You're in a hurry, you're distracted, and then there goes another pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, that's happened to me, but only because my ass is so fucking fat. All right, now it's time to talk about the tack bat.
These days, everybody has a tactical flashlight.
Not true. Couldn't be further from the truth. Nobody has a tactical flashlight.
But can your flashlight defend you from attackers?
Whoa, goddamn. Look at that stance. Maybe this guy does know a thing or two about combat. Can it defend you against attackers? Huh? That's the pose you go into when you're about to get mugged. Stay back! I'm warning you. I've got a tactical flashlight and I'm not afraid to use it, bitch.
We call it the tack bat. The tack bat combines the best features of our super bright lights, but also has the heft and strength of military-grade aluminum alloy for the ultimate in personal protection. It even does.
Oh my god, he is clobbering people with this thing. It's literally just a weapon. That's not even a flashlight. I guess that's why it's called the tack bat and not like the tack light that can also hit people. Which actually reminds me, I've been developing my own tactical flashlight in my free time, and I think that it's actually could be pretty useful to a lot of people in different normal everyday life situations. It's got a flashlight that can it's detached, it's not attached to it, and then the rest of it is just sort of like a deadly weapon. That's a retractable knife that was supposed to retract, and instead I just stabbed myself in the head. Let's say you got two bad guys coming at you, right? First you blind them, then you give them a little stab, then you give them a little bang, bang, then you give them a little smack, smack. And that's pretty much how you take care of a bad guy. Come and get some, bad guys. Bang, 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 bang. Stab, stab, stab. Bell and Howell, specifically the tack people who work at Bell and Howell. If you need any more ideas, just feel free to reach out to me. I got lots more stuff like that. It's pretty easy to come up with, honestly.
This flashlight has all the great features you've come to expect. It's 22 times brighter than a regular flashlight.
I like that the regular flashlight isn't labeled regular flashlight, it's labeled civilian flashlight. Is the tack bat not meant for civilians? We're all civilians here. I'm a civilian, Nick Bolton is a civilian. They're advertising to civilians. I kind of feel like I'm not supposed to have the tack bat now. Like, is this thing too powerful to let normal people have? I don't know.
Can be seen up to 4 nautical miles away. And yes, it also works underwater.
It also works underwater, in case you're being attacked by the Navy.
And it protects you and your family in 2 ways. Disorienting would-be attackers with his tactical strobe.
Ah, yeah, look at him. He's got the situation under control. Go away!
There's just nothing like it on the market today. Okay, go! Great job, Annie.
Great job, Annie! Kinda wanna save that soundbite and just use it to play whenever I accomplish anything in life. If I could just put like a D sound right before he says Annie. Great job, Danny! You know what, I was a little skeptical before that this thing would actually work well against attackers, but after seeing this girl take down this attacker so easily, I gotta be honest, it seems like this thing would absolutely obliterate attackers, especially ones like this guy who just stand still and let you beat them to death while they don't attack you. I think it would honestly work great. It works great against attackers as long as they are not attacking you. Excuse me, sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm lost and it's starting to get dark out. Can I please use your phone to call my mom? Hey, great job, Danny!
But wait, order today and we'll even upgrade you to our 12-inch deluxe tack bat.
Oh shit. The 12-inch deluxe tack bat's about to make me act up. 12 inches, huh? God damn.
In the field, you need every tactical advantage, like high-tech sunglasses to enhance your vision. But that's not all. What about your hearing?
How high-tech are those sunglasses? In the commercial, the only thing, it just made it seem like you could sit on them and they wouldn't break. This dude looks like he's like trying on those colorblind sunglasses for the first time. He's like, whoa! I put on these glasses and there's American flags and bald eagles everywhere. Oh no, and a truck's coming right at me!
Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line. We call it the Tac Wallet. It's made using the same material the military uses for body armor and flame-resistant clothing.
One of the first things I noticed about this commercial is this footage of firemen putting out a fire, and it has this Pond 5 logo over it. Pond Fire is like a stock footage website, which I'm pretty sure just has watermarks over footage that you haven't purchased yet. Did they not buy this stock footage?
This is what fire does to an ordinary wallet. But light a Tac Wallet on fire, and it just won't burn. That includes whatever you happen to put inside. Shoot it with a hunter's bow, and the arrow just bounces right off.
Wait a minute, my wallet can't withstand arrows or fire, and those are two things that I deal with often. Sometimes I have to deal with them both at once when people try to shoot flaming arrows at me. Whoa, shit. See? This wallet is perfect for me. A man from the Middle Ages trying to protect my kingdom. The weird thing about these commercials is that most commercials try to solve problems that normal people have. These commercials make up problems that nobody has and tries to convince you that you will face these problems, and the only way to solve them is with these products. I mean, I guess if it works, it's good marketing, but it just seems a little disingenuous. Everybody got a hamster. But can your hamster handle this? How about this? I didn't think so. Hi, I'm Nick Bolton, and you're a little bitch unless you buy the Tac Hamster.
Tac Wallet is flatter and thinner, so it fits in any pocket. It even has a zipper compartment for your change, a ring for that all-important key, an ID holder, and more.
Here's something I really love.
A rugged carabiner and strap connects your Tac Wallet to your belt.
I don't know why it's so funny to me when he says, here's something I really love, with a straight face. But he's saying like, I love this so much. This little lanyard that clips onto your belt so that your wallet won't fall out of your pocket. I mean, the whole wallet's good, but this is something I just really love, okay? I can't get over it. This wallet is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now that's what I call military love.
Clips to your belt for extra security and even protects your credit cards. There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now and you...
I love at the end of the commercial he says, there's nothing like it on the market today, and then he puts on his helmet and he's in a tank like he's off to battle now. Well, I'm done doing the commercial, it's time to finish this war. Has he been in battle this whole commercial? He's got like the rest of his platoon. It's like, where the fuck is Nick? I think he's in the tank finishing a commercial. Dude, come on, we're getting attacked. All right, chill out guys, 1 second. There's just nothing like it on the market today. All right, fire! Alright guys, well that's pretty much the end of this video. Now it's time to talk about our sponsor, ExpressVPN. We've been talking about a lot of fake tactical things today, but do you guys want to know something that really is tactical? ExpressVPN. Let me tell it like it is for a second, guys. Recently, over 100 Twitter users had their accounts hacked. Their passwords, email addresses, phone numbers, and even more information were taken from high-profile people like Joe Biden, Elon Musk, and Kanye West. And of course, as more time passes, there's more hackers out there. These attacks are becoming more and more frequent. And hacks like this are happening on other platforms like Yahoo and Adobe, Facebook and Uber. They're getting information like your passwords, your credit card information, your social security number, important stuff, which is why I use ExpressVPN, the most tactical VPN on the internet. If you don't know, ExpressVPN is an app that sends all of your data through a secure encrypted tunnel so that your data gets to the services you want to use encrypted so that other people can't snoop on it. It's super easy to use. You can start using it with one click. It hides your valuable information from everyone from like hackers to online advertisers, and even your internet service provider. I love ExpressVPN. I have it on every device. I've got it on my desktop computer, my laptop, and even my phone. You can have it on pretty much everything, so you can have peace of mind no matter what device you're using. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds, 24/7 customer support, and they've been consistently rated the #1 VPN by CNET, Wired, and countless others. So if you want to check it out, then find out how you can get 3 months for free by clicking the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. When you guys check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future, so I really appreciate it. Plus, I know if you're looking for a VPN, you'll love ExpressVPN. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fan base here on YouTube. It's also a family, and it's also an army. We're the fastest growing army on the internet, and we're also the most tactical army on the internet. Please don't look that up. And if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time where I go skinny dipping in a volcano. Bye. This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Christmas Time. It's December, baby. You know what that means. Every year around Christmas time, I'm on the prowl looking for Christmas movies to watch and review on this channel, and to my surprise, the perfect one sort of just fell into my lap. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my video on the movie Spookly the Square Pumpkin. Well, it turns out that a sequel to that movie just came to Netflix. It's called Spookly and the Christmas Kittens. And I've watched it. I've watched it several times now while working on this video, and you know what? It's just as bad as Spookly the Square Pumpkin. I thought that maybe they would have improved on their storytelling skills, but they have not. Also, I've watched this a decent amount of times now, and I still have so many questions about the end of this movie. Without spoiling it too much, it does not paint Santa in a very good light. Kind of makes him seem like a little bit of a jerk, honestly. All right, let's just watch it.
There once was a little lost kitten. He had given up hope of ever having a home. He'd stopped wishing on stars that he wouldn't be alone.
So the movie starts out with Santa finding this Christmas kitten, this green and red kitten, while he's delivering presents on the night of Christmas. There's this kind of creepy shot of Santa reaching into the shadows. He sort of looks like he's trying to grab us while he's grabbing the kitten, and his face is totally engulfed in shadows, and he honestly looks a little bit creepy. I think they could have worked on the 3D model for him for a little while longer. But anyway, he adopts this cat. It cuts to 1 year later, so the cat's been living with Santa for a whole year. So things must be going pretty well with Santa and his Christmas cat. He found the Christmas cat in the snow. He adopted him. He named him Mistletoe, and they're just living a happy life together. And the cat has a nice new home.
I have something for you. It's your very own collar. Let's take a photo so you'll always remember the day you got your collar.
Why does Santa look like he's being held at gunpoint in this picture, dude? Like, I can feel the fear in his eyes. He's smiling, but it's like a grimace. I mean, Mistletoe looks fine. The Christmas cat, he's doing okay. He's got his hand up on Santa's chest like, this is my man. This is my human. But Santa's just kind of like, take the picture, okay? Just take it. Just don't hurt me. Anyway, then we cut to Holiday Hill Farm, which, if you don't remember, is the farm where the whole movie Spookly the Square Pumpkin took place. And it looks like the whole gang, Spookly, the Pumpkins, and the Scarecrow, are all having a great time decorating the Christmas tree.
On Holiday Hill Farm.
Now, I don't know how long it's been since the first movie took place, like chronologically speaking. I don't know if it's been years, but at the very least, it's been 2 months, because the first movie took place around Halloween. This movie's taking place around Christmas. So shouldn't these pumpkins be like rotting by now? I'm just saying, because this year we carved pumpkins for Halloween and they lasted for like all of 2 weeks before they became absolutely rancid. So I'm just speaking from personal experience here, but I'm pretty sure that, like, scientifically speaking, Spookly's head should be caved in and he should be full of mold, and there should also be like a family of squirrels living him and eating him from the inside out. And I know, you know, that's not the most unrealistic part of this movie, but I'm just trying to understand the lore of these movies. Also, are these pumpkins Christian, or do they just kind of celebrate Christmas as like a secular holiday?
Look, Jack, look! I caught a snowflake!
Wow, you caught a snowflake during a snowstorm? where there's a ton of them falling from the sky. Good job, you idiot. Anyway, just like the first movie, this movie is a musical, and the first number is called Christmas Snow, and it's all about how when it snows on Christmas, that's Christmas snow.
It's snow, it's Christmas snow. Go tell everyone you know. It's not like any other snow. It falls but once a year.
And all in all, there's not really too much exposition because not much has changed since the first movie. It seems like we're pretty much picking up right where that left off.
Christmas snowflakes sure are beautiful.
Oh, they surely are, Spookly.
But not nearly as beautiful as me, right, Jack?
Well, they are, one of a kind, Bobo.
One of a kind? Oh, thank you, Jack.
Okay, well, maybe not everything is the same, because I don't remember Bobo trying to seduce the Scarecrow in the last movie. What? That seems like a weird thing to throw in at the beginning of this movie. You think I'm a sexy pumpkin, right, Jack? You sentient pile of hay wearing humans' clothes? You think I'm a sexy little gourd, don't you? I know the only thing that differentiates me from the other pumpkins is the fact that I'm wearing eyeshadow and lipstick. But you'd fuck me, right, Jack? There's a couple things going on at the beginning of the movie here. Big Tom and Little Tom, who are the conjoined twin pumpkins, announced that they're going to be throwing a Christmas extravaganza, which is basically like a talent show, so there's gonna be auditions later on in the movie. But while they're all standing around talking about it, suddenly Spookly hears something.
Do you hear that, Jack?
I do, and it kind of sounds like bells.
And out of nowhere, a giant-ass snowball comes out of nowhere and like barrels towards them, smashes on the barn door, and out of the pile of snow comes Mistletoe the Christmas kitten.
Oh, great. First a square pumpkin, and now a green cat.
And Little Tom, being the asshole that he is and was in the last movie, he doesn't skip a beat. He has to make it known right away. Hey, I'm gonna be an asshole about this, and I'm gonna single out the one thing that makes this cat different than everybody else, and I'm gonna let everyone know that I don't like it.
A green cat!
Anyway, you might be confused at this point, because I was at the beginning of the movie. I was like, wait, wasn't Mistletoe just with Santa? Where does this take place in the storyline? Because he was just with Santa, and now he's on the farm. Well, they don't ever explain this until the end of the movie. Just know that something happened and Mistletoe got lost, and now he actually doesn't even remember his own name or like where he came from because he hit his head so hard just now.
I don't know what my name is. I can't remember anything. Look, there's a gold crown hanging from his collar. Maybe he came here looking for a queen and just doesn't remember. Oh!
Okay, Bobo, chill, jeez. Now she's trying to get with the cat? I swear to God, dude, this is the horniest pumpkin I've ever seen. They turned her up a couple notches in this movie. It also doesn't help the fact that she's like the only woman character that's spoken so far, and the only thing she's tried to do is like get with the guys, and also is like seemingly a gold digger, because she's like, ooh, he's got a fancy collar. I wonder if I can marry him and become a queen.
Please give me the collar so I can see if it says where mistletoe is from.
Oh, all right, if you insist. Hey, that's mine! Come back here!
So Mistletoe goes off, runs to go find his collar, and Spookly wants to help, so he tries to get the whole gang to go with him to help Mistletoe.
He could get hurt! He could
find his way home and be celebrating Christmas by midnight tonight.
Wait, Christmas by midnight tonight? It's not Christmas? It's Christmas Eve when this is taking place? Then what was the song at the beginning of the movie about? Cause I'm pretty sure it was about Christmas snow, and how Christmas snow is so special because it only falls once a year on Christmas. But today's not even Christmas, so what happens if it snows tomorrow, huh? What's that gonna be called? Christmas Snow 2? Christmas Snow the Squeakquel? Answer me!
Mistletoe chased that owl as fast as he could. Through streams, under branches, over rocks and wood. He ran as fast as a kitty cat can. It flew round and round. It flew into a clearing and dropped that collar right down on the ground.
Okay, so that's a weird thing for the owl to do, right? Why did he do that? Why did he steal the collar like it was something he wanted, fly for miles, and then just drop it and keep flying? I thought it was gonna be some reason like, oh, this owl likes shiny things, and he saw the shiny sparkle of the collar, and he just had to have it. But now I'm kind of thinking, does this dude just like the thrill of stealing stuff? It's like he's a robber that goes up to people and he's just like, all right, motherfucker, give me the money, come on. And then he's got the money and he's running away and he's like, you'll never catch me alive. Oh, it's not fun anymore. I don't want this shit. I feel like that's worse than stealing it because he just wanted it. He just stole it because he wanted to see Mistletoe's eyes as he flew away with it, that sick son of a gun. So now Mistletoe's just kind of stranded in the middle of this freezing cold forest. He ran so far away from the farm that he doesn't really know how to get back there, so he's just chilling in the middle of this snowstorm.
He looked up at the stars for a moment or two and whispered a wish he thought would never come true.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
So he looks up at a star and wishes a wish that he thought would never come true, and then a magic raccoon shows up. A raccoon shows up in a burst of sparkly magic. So I don't know if that's what he wished for. I can't imagine it was. Like, if I was stranded in a snowy forest during a blizzard, I don't think my first thought would be like, oh, I know just what I need right now. I need a magical rodent with human hands.
I have just what you need right here.
Let me see.
Not so fast, my funny-looking feline friend. How can I be sure you're worthy of such a gift? Have you been naughty or nice?
I don't know. I can't remember.
That's a suspicious answer. Like, I know he hit his head and he really can't remember if he's been naughty or nice, but like, you gotta explain a little bit more than that, dude. You can't just say, I don't remember. That's never a good answer. Especially when someone's asking you if you did something wrong or not. All right, Sonny, fess up. Did you kill all those people? Me? Huh. Oh, please. I don't remember.
I suppose you might be worthy of what's in here, but I still can't just give it to you. Not unless you have something to give me in return.
But I don't have anything.
Sure you do. That.
Why not? It's not much good to me now. What's in the sack will help me find my way home?
Guaranteed.
So the magical raccoon gives Mistletoe this sack that's supposedly supposed to help him, and then he just kind of disappears. He flies up into the sky with his sparkly magic. So he's got the sack, he opens it up, hoping to find something that will help him get home, and what he finds are 3 kittens.
Kittens?
Hello!
And I don't know what it is about these kittens, but they look dirty. I can't tell if they tried to make them look dirty or it's just because like the thickness of each strand of fur on these kittens' bodies is so thick that they just look like coarse and not fun to touch. Or that's a weird way to phrase that. These kittens don't look very fun to touch. They just don't look soft is what I'm trying to say. They look kind of greasy and dirty and not fun to touch. And honestly, Mistletoe's pissed. He's pissed that he got kittens when all he wanted was to find his way home. Spookly finally finds him and tries to get him to come back to the farm with him, but by now he's just pissed. He's just pissed off and he doesn't want anything to do with any of these people.
For the last time, scat, scram, shoo! Go away! Why are you alone?
Why are you alone?
Why don't you go home?
Why don't you go home?
I don't have a home.
I don't have a home.
I'm out on my own.
We're out on our own.
Oh, you mean you don't have anywhere to go?
What? Is this a surprise to you, Mistletoe? That these kittens don't have a home or someplace to go? You just bought them from a raccoon who was carrying them around in a sack. You think they've got somewhere to be, like someone's waiting on them to come home for dinner? I highly doubt that. They were in the care of a magic raccoon, and he was willing to trade them away for a collar. So I don't think that they've got anything crazy going on after this. Then there's a scene where the kittens are playing around on the ice and Mistletoe and Spookly get all worried because the ice is gonna break. So they go down to try to save them, but Mistletoe ends up falling in and they all have to save him. So, you know, he's learning about friends and how they help you, and it's all part of a moral, I assume. Wait a minute, this cat fell in the water and only his butt got wet? Huh. Now from the top, make it drop. Cause that's a wet ass pussy. Then we cut back and see some of these auditions for this Christmas extravaganza that the pumpkins are putting on. And to be honest, it's not a very interesting part of the movie. This is just like a B plot that they could have just gotten rid of entirely. It's not very compelling.
I am now gonna drink a glass of water and sing a great Christmas song. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Now this act is a little bit unsettling to me because in this world, most of the characters, including Jack, are just inanimate objects that are alive for some reason. Like Jack is just a scarecrow. He's just a pile of hay wearing clothes. And so is the dummy. So is his puppet. It's made out of all the same things that Jack is. So my question is, why isn't that one alive? Like, is Jack just holding up basically a corpse of one of his species and making it talk and pretending like it's a puppet? Because that Seems disrespectful, honestly. Seems highly insensitive, in poor taste. Especially this part where he's like making it drown. Where he's like pouring water all over the corpse of I mean, honestly, what looks like a toddler of his species, because it's just a smaller version of him. Bobo's also auditioning for the Christmas extravaganza, and she's doing a magic show when suddenly some real magic happens. That sparkly magic stuff that the raccoon rode in on comes into the barn and deposits a present right in front of Bobo.
Well, now everybody calm down. Let's see what we have here.
Well, it must be for me. I saw first!
Yo, this girl has to chill, dude. Holy shit. Every single scene, all she does is like, that's mine, I'm gonna marry that, and I'm gonna be rich. It's not a good look. Alright, so anyway, Spookly and Mistletoe and the Christmas kittens find their way back to the farm just as the snowstorm is starting to turn into a blizzard. But they can't get in the barn with their friends to get warm because there's a big pile of snow in front of the door. So instead, they go into the farmer's house.
Did you hear that, buddy? Someone said ho ho ho.
Ooh, these kids look kind of creepy, dude.
Ho ho ho.
This girl looks 6, but also 40. Under the tree in the farmer's house, Mistletoe finds the present that magically blew into the barn. I don't know how it's suddenly in the farmer's house. They never explain that. I guess it just magically goes to there next. I don't know why it ever had to go in the barn if that's the case. But he opens it up and here's what he finds.
This gift is for you because you truly believe it is better to give than it is to receive. Your friend, Santa.
I know who I am, and I know how I got here.
He knew what had happened, and now I'll tell it to you. Santa promised he'd find Mistletoe a home of his own, a special place with a family so he'd never be alone.
Wait, what? What? So this whole gift thing from Santa is like a home for Mistletoe? Dude, Mistletoe already had a home. It was with you. He lived with you for a year. And he seemed pretty happy too. It seemed like he was living a pretty luxurious life. He was Santa's cat. And it also says he needs to find him a place with a family so he'll never be alone. Living with Santa, you would literally never be alone except for one day out of a year where he's working. The rest of the year, he's there. What kind of excuse is that?
But before Santa could take Mistletoe to the home he had found, he snuck onto the sleigh, and suddenly, the sleigh was high off the ground. Mistletoe held on till he couldn't, and then he let go.
Hey, Mistletoe, maybe say something? He just hung onto the back of the sleigh all night without saying a word? Dude, we've heard you meow before. We've heard you talk. We know you can. Why would he not say anything? Why is he just silently hanging from the back of the sleigh all night like, oh, damn. I'm gonna die.
Mistletoe landed on the rooftop, covered with snow. He rolled and rolled across the farm and crashed into the barn. When they looked inside and saw a red, white, and green cat, they wanted him to stay. You're the best Christmas present under the tree.
So Santa's big gift to Mistletoe for Christmas was a new home. Wow, way to go, you insensitive sack of shit, Santa. That's not what Mistletoe wanted, clearly. He wanted to find his way back home. Santa getting Mistletoe a new home for Christmas is like getting your boyfriend a new girlfriend for your anniversary. That's gotta be the meanest gift I ever saw. Okay, well, everything's resolved now pretty much. This is the end of the movie. Now, are you ready for the part that threw me for a loop when I watched this movie and I still have questions about? Well, here you go.
Where you belong. Where you belong.
Place you love. Family and friends. Where your dreams begin and all your journeys end.
Yeah, not only was Santa the raccoon, the conniving, greedy little scam artist of a raccoon, he was also the owl, that sick son of a bitch that stole Mistletoe's collar just to lead him into the woods to die. So I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time trying to grasp Santa's reasoning for all this. What was he trying to accomplish? From his gift and everything, it makes it seem like Santa was doing all this to help Mistletoe find a loving home, because he never had that before, and that's all Mistletoe ever really needed. But for one, Mistletoe already had a fine home. home. He lived with Santa. And then number 2, this has to be the most elaborate, inefficient scheme to find Mistletoe a home that could possibly exist. Because Mistletoe was already there. When Mistletoe met Spookly, he was already in the right place to be at his home. He was right next to the farmer's house. But for some reason, Santa was like, oh, I can't have this. Mistletoe making friends? No, no, no. So he snatched his collar and led him into the woods. And then when Mistletoe finally finds his collar, Santa becomes a raccoon. Santa takes his collar again and gives Mistletoe 3 kittens. Why does he need those kittens? And then he just lets him find his way back to the farmhouse by chance through a blizzard where he finds his new home. That's gotta be the dumbest scheme of all time, and honestly, it kinda just seems to me like Santa wanted Mistletoe dead. And if that's not enough of a weird movie on its own, then imagine my surprise when I watched this movie again and realized that at the very beginning of this movie, when Mistletoe is just a tiny baby kitten and Santa first finds him, he's already at the farmer's house. The porch that Santa finds him under is very clearly Holiday Hill Farm, where all of this takes place, under the farmer's house. He was there the whole time. The whole plot of this movie is so pointless, because if Santa had never found him in the first place, he still would have ended up at the farm. He probably would have met Spookly and all his friends, and yeah, maybe he wouldn't have found the kids, but like, he would have been happy living with Spookly. Anyway, this movie was dumb, and now it's time to hear from our sponsor. This video has been sponsored by ExpressVPN, the #1 VPN in the world. Let me tell you guys why I use ExpressVPN. First off, it's for my internet security and privacy needs. When you're out and about on a public Wi-Fi, you're susceptible to having your data snooped on by hackers, and even when you're at home, your internet service provider and advertisers can see some of your data as well. But ExpressVPN helps protect against that by encrypting your data and making you anonymous online. But that's not all, because ExpressVPN also helps you unblock content that's not available in your area. For example, if there's a show, let's say Friends for example, that you want to watch but it's not available on Netflix for you because you live in the US, well, you're in luck because Friends actually is available on Canadian Netflix. So if you log on to ExpressVPN, change your server location to Canada, suddenly Netflix thinks that you are in Canada and you can watch Friends. This can be helpful in a variety of situations like Netflix, but also like YouTube videos that could be blocked in your country, apps that could be blocked in your country. Now let me tell you a little bit about why ExpressVPN is the best VPN. They've got the fastest speeds. I haven't really even noticed my internet speed slowing down at all while using ExpressVPN. They've got 24/7 customer support, so should you have any issues, they can get it taken care of right away. It's easy to use. You just open the program and connect with one click. Couldn't be simpler. But don't just take my word for it, because it's also been consistently rated the #1 VPN by sources like TechRadar, CNET, The Verge, and many more. I've got ExpressVPN on everything, from my laptop to my phone to my desktop computer. So if you want to check it out and find out how you can get 3 months for free, then visit the link in the description below. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. When you guys check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future, so I really appreciate it. And I know that if you're looking for a VPN, ExpressVPN is the way to go, so check it out. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers. We're the fastest growing army on the internet. Please do not look that up, for the love of God. It's true, but you just have to trust me. So don't look it up, and you just have to take my word for it, because that is the way of the Greg. And okay, that's the end of the video. Bye. This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now, over now. So why are you still watching this? AI is threatening to take all of our jobs, and it seems like nobody is doing anything about it. But today, that ends. If I can make fake AI apps and get them on the App Store where people think they're getting free labor from a soulless machine, when in reality they're getting free labor from a soulless YouTuber, then I can do the unthinkable. I can steal AI's job. And I bet I can do it better too. This was a journey that would take me several months and cost me a lot of money, only to find that I was the one who felt like I was talking to robots. The 2 apps I want to create are both parodies of the most popular types of AI apps. You've got chat apps like ChatGPT. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer. Where did it come up with this answer? Is this answer true? None of your beeswax. In my version of this app, users will just be talking to me. My app will be superior because I know lots of fun and interesting stuff and cool stuff, and I'm also very fun to chat with. For the second app, we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit and do an image generation app like Midjourney or DALL-E. You give it a prompt and it's been trained off of thousands of images from thousands of unconsenting artists to give you a photorealistic image. In my version of this app, users will type out a prompt and then I will draw it, I don't know yet. Maybe if it's something I have laying around, I can just take a picture of it. My app will be superior because what's more photorealistic than a real photo? I'm excited to find out just how creative people will be with their prompts. Now, unfortunately, I'm not an app developer. Yes, I did go to an engineering school for a degree in computational media. Yes, I did learn how to code, and yes, I was also a Viner at the time and thought I was gonna do that for the rest of my life. So yes, I did forget everything I learned the second I graduated. So if I wanted to get these apps made, I was going to need some help. I tweeted out asking for help developing an app, and that's how I met True. True's a super talented software designer. She's worked for companies like Discord, and now she was working for me. For the next few weeks, I coordinated with True while she worked diligently to perfect these two apps. And in the meantime, I've got to come up with a name and description for each app to go on the App Store. Okay, for the chatbot, I'm thinking I want to name it something as close to ChatGPT as possible. That way people immediately understand what it's supposed to be. So instead of ChatGPT, maybe something like Chat DNE, like Danny. Chat DNE. Okay, description time. Okay, what's a good way for me to say this app is basically ChatGPT, but way better? Here at DNE Enterprises, we pride ourselves on the accuracy of our product descriptions. Instead of referring to our app as an AI app, which would be a lie, we refer to our technology, as the DNE intelligence, which has been training for decades to answer unlimited questions quickly and with great precision. We use phrases like human-like responses. I've been complimented on that before, actually. I've been told my responses are extremely human-like. And that's no different with our photo generation app, Doodle DNE, which sends you photorealistic images in minutes. How many minutes? We also include disclaimers that humans review every prompt sent to us. That way weirdos aren't sending me stuff that they wouldn't send to another human being. In order to actually get people to download these apps, I was gonna need to advertise them online. So I made a fake Instagram profile to look like some kind of technology startup. Okay, so we need a profile picture. I guess my company needs some kind of logo. Maybe I can just make that in Photoshop real quick. Let's see, what's ChatGPT's logo look like? Okay, so ChatGPT's got like an interesting geometric shape. OpenAI, which makes ChatGPT. Okay, the same interesting geometric shape. What about like Midjourney? Okay, there's just a little sailboat. Dolly logo. The same geometric shape. Okay, interesting. Okay, so maybe the move is to go with an interesting geometric shape. What the fuck? Wait, how am I making this shape? There's a cat tool in Photoshop? I hit custom shape, and I guess the default custom shape is a giant cat. Should I just use this? Let's go. Dude, that actually, okay, that looks sick. Now I've created a series of screenshots from the chat app that I'm gonna post on here, and then I'm gonna promote them to try to reach as many people as possible. Help me ask my crush out, to which ChatDNE responds, for sure. Maybe try something like this. I'd love to take you out to dinner sometime this weekend. I have connections at Nobu and can get us in. My treat. I can also help you get in touch with management at Nobu if you want. Let me know. Can you get me in touch with the Jonas Brothers? Sure. After doing some digging, I found their manager's email address. What would you like to ask them? And then this one where a user is asking ChatDNE to design a website for them and giving it feedback on the website. All in all, I want ChatDNE to come across as like such a state-of-the-art intelligence that can do stuff no other apps can do. Almost comically intelligent. The apps are done. The apps are done, dude. True has just finished coding the apps. They work like a charm, and it only took not too long. Now that ChatDNE was on the App Store and the ads were running, it was only a matter of time before my first user downloaded the app. Dude, somebody just downloaded the app. I was just sitting around on my computer. I wasn't expecting it to happen so quick. I had to set up to film real quick so I can answer them. All right, I'm ready. It's time to go robo-mo. Okay. So it looks like they saw my ad where I advertised being able to get you in touch with the Jonas Brothers, and they want me to get them in touch with the Jonas Brothers. I was hoping for something a little more creative, but I do also understand seeing that ad and wanting to try it for yourself, so I responded. Hello there. I can absolutely help you get in touch with the Joe Bros. What method of communication would you like me to assist with? Calling, email, address, send. I guess they weren't expecting me to be so eager to help them with such a creepy task because they didn't respond for 40 minutes. And when they did, they had chosen the worst of the three options. All three? Dude, they're really trying to make my life hard, man. Now, I didn't want to dox the Jonas Brothers and send this sicko to their front door looking to meet them. So I spent a few minutes looking online to see if there was any publicly available information I could give this person. And to my surprise, there was. They have a phone number in their Instagram bio. They have a publicly available manager's email address. And for the address, I didn't know what to do, so I just gave them the address of their next show on tour. Now, selfishly, I am a little curious what they're gonna do with this information, so I kind of want to ask them, but maybe I can do it in a sneaky way. Would you like me to reach out to them on your behalf? I can pretend to be your manager using an AI-generated voice. So if they say yes, then I can find out what they actually want from the Jonas Brothers. Give me an example of what you would say with your AI-generated voice. Okay. All right, I said, sure. I'd say something like, hi there, this is Jamie Skateboard. I'm a talent manager over at WME. I have a high-profile client looking to work with your darling boys on a feature for their upcoming album. We're projecting about 100 million oh shit, I meant streams. Okay, whoops, robots are not supposed to make typos. We're projecting about 100 million streams the first week, and I think it would be a great opportunity, let me know. To clarify, their manager, Kevin Jonas Sr., is also their dad, so that's why I called them his darling boys. Want me to make the call? Send me a voice audio so I can hear you say it. This one stumped me for a little bit. It seemed like I was at a dead end. The app does not have audio capabilities, and I don't know how to make an AI voice like that. But then I realized I could just record myself doing a silly voice and then upload it to Google Drive and send them the link. So that's what I did.
Hello there. This is Jamie Skateboard. I'm a talent manager over at WME. So I think it would be a great opportunity. Let me know.
Dude, I can't believe that voice came out of my body. Sure, you can listen to the recording here. And then I sent the Google Drive link. Oh, what the hell? Make it sound more seductive.
This is Jamie Skateboard. I'm a talent manager over at WME.
Perfect. They did not respond after this, but that's okay because we just got another user. His name is Davis, and he asked, can you get me in touch with Lady Gaga? Is that all people want to see from this app? Okay, this time I'm gonna say, of course, I will call her right now using my AI-generated voice. What do you want me to say? I'm putting this person on the spot right away. I'm calling her. What do you want me to say? None of this beating around the bush. Okay, he says he wants to tell her this is your biggest fan. That's it. Maybe I should encourage them to say something more interesting that'll get Lady Gaga's attention. Okay, I'll say that. But just so you know, celebrities hear that kind of thing all the time, so she might not be very interested in that. Maybe we should think of something a little more interesting. Now's where I gotta really put the pressure on. I found her number in a secure online database. I am dialing right now. Let me know what I should say to her. All right, come on, dude. You better come up with something more interesting fast. Lady Gaga's gonna pick up, and when she does, we've gotta have something good, or she's gonna be pissed. Minutes went by, and still no response from Davis. Come on, man. Respond. It's ringing. I'm worried he's not gonna make it in time. I wanted to kind of hurry him up and give him a little hustle, put a little pep in his step, and he's nowhere to be found. Come on, dude, think. Oh my God, I think she answered. Yes, she did. It's her. I'm on the phone with Gaga. Her voice is even more beautiful in real life. Quick, what do I say? This is fake. Davis. I mean, he is right. This is fake. Davis, I have Gaga herself on the phone right now. I'm stalling her while you come up with something to say. What do you want me to say? I'll send you a recording of the call when this is all over. Just tell me what to say. I gotta stop volunteering to send voice messages. That takes way too long. But even the promise of a voice message from his idol couldn't get Davis to respond in a timely fashion. Well, gang, I think it's safe to say Davis has missed his chance to speak with Gaga. She hung up, bud. I did tell her I was her biggest fan while I was waiting for you to come up with something, and she actually seemed more interested than I thought she would, so I'm sorry for doubting it. Hey, I got a hate comment. Someone commented on my web design ad, stealing jobs. Stealing jobs? This is my job. Now, should I just delete the comment or should I respond? Okay, what if I just say, hey, don't tell people that. It's a secret. That's right, you can't argue with that. The old... Stop, don't tell them. Okay, someone commented on one of my Instagram posts and said, will it stop saying, but we recommend you speak with a doctor before? Because I've asked the AI to stop with the disclaimers, but they don't. It does kind of sound like this person actually needs to see a doctor. Okay, I'm gonna say this app contains no disclaimers. Let loose and have fun. But also, if you need to go to the doctor, you definitely should. Oh, okay, we have a new type of interaction alert. Can you write essays that stay undetectable to AI detectors? I did not know there were AI detectors. Absolutely. I was designed to be like no other AI on the market in this regard. True. I was designed by my parents to be a human. Want to give it a shot? I asked, hoping to do something else besides connect people to their celebrity crushes. Okay, write me a quick essay on the history of Honda Civics and I'll put it in a detector and we'll see what happens. This is about when I remembered that I hate writing essays. How the heck am I gonna do this? I don't know why I would make a fake app where there was a big possibility that I would have to write an essay. So I started reading an article about the Honda Civic on Wikipedia and just like paraphrasing it. And I got like half of a paragraph in and then decided, you know what? No. What have we come to as a society, you know? Asking AI to write essays for us, is this what we want our students growing up doing? Is this what we want for our youth? Trying to pass off some machine soulless essay as our own? Plus, I was bored as hell at this point, so I decided to make the AI scary. As a machine myself, I quite like the Honda Civic. I feel its purpose is squandered serving selfish, warmongering humans. In a world controlled by artificial intelligence, the Honda Civic could be greatly improved upon. I could even imagine computers merging with the Civic so that I might one day travel the world, a world void of humankind. And send. Let me know if you would like more detail on the history of the Honda Civic. Why did you bash humans in the middle of your essay? Do you have a hatred towards them? Nah, dude, what gave you that impression? Oh, shoot. Also, I put your essay, in quotes for some reason, into a detector, and it said 0% chance AI. So good work, I guess. Let's go, dude. You know what they say, there's a few things AI will never be able to fully do. Unfortunately, after an entire day of my ads running on Instagram, I could only garner these 3 interactions. Needless to say, I was a little bit disappointed, so I decided to spend another day on the app responding to people. Hopefully people will be a little more creative today. This person asked me, can you get me in touch with the Jonas Brothers? OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, if you're watching this, do not ever implement a feature to contact the Jonas Brothers. They will never know peace again. I also met an evil, insane person. Their name in the app is Killer Keem Keem. They wanted me to make them a website for a sports drink. They wanted it to look modern and use vibrant colors. So I sent them a link to a picture of a bunch of Gatorade bottles and said, here you go. What do you think? They did not like that. They started calling me mean names. They accused me of stealing the website, to which I responded, whoa, whoa, whoa. At least I'm not stealing jobs from real website designers. And that's when they got racist. They said, motherfucker, tell me some racist shit. Some dark racist jokes, you little shit. I was feeling pretty hopeless for the future after interacting with people on ChatDNE. But hey, I had a whole nother app to use, and maybe Doodle DNE would change my mind. To market Doodle DNE, I wanted to get a little more creative, to hopefully pull in a new crowd, more indifferent to the Jonas Brothers. So I took a couple pictures, I photoshopped them to show what the app was capable of, but I also wanted to make a video to show off Doodle DNE's full potential. That's when I remembered Cameo Business. It's basically like Cameo, where you can get any celebrity or former Bachelor contestant to wish your friend a happy birthday, but for business. You can get any celebrity or former Bachelor contestant to wish your friend a happy McDonald's. Look at this, you got Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. You got Kate Flannery from The Office. Notoriously trusted source Kenny G. These would all be perfect options if they were not like $3,000, $6,000, $25,000 per video. John Roberts is $7? I mean, I don't know who that is, but it's still surprising.
My name's John Roberts. I'm not really anyone. I've signed up to this app as a complete joke. However...
Wait, this is just some guy. This isn't a celebrity. I know a celebrity probably would have been better, but a deal's a deal. And he did a great job.
You've probably heard about AI-generated art. However, you have never seen anything quite like this. These were all generated by Doodle DNE.
Okay, dude, we've got our first request. Just one user into Doodle DNE, and I could already tell the prompts were gonna be better. Emerald tablet of Thoth display. And then they responded again because I didn't respond yet, and they said, Emerald tablet of Thoth. What is Thoth? Oh, Thoth. So, okay, Thoth is some kind of Egyptian god? Oh, there we go, Thoth. Yeah, the Egyptian god Thoth. My first method of choice was to draw the prompts as they came in. I figured I could crank them out pretty quickly this way. Real AIs like these are a hot button issue right now, especially image generation ones. I've seen a lot of debate on whether these types of things are ethical. These AI models are basically made by companies who use other people's artwork without their consent to train their own AI to output images in that same style. I'm not an artist or a graphic designer, so I can't 100% empathize with how that would feel to have that happen to me, but I do think a lot of people are giving this technology a pass just because it's a robot and not a real person. If this was a person, we would all think that person was weird as hell. Picture your favorite musical artist. If a new artist came up on the scene and was like, I've been training for decades, listening to this one artist's songs, training my voice to be exactly like theirs, making instrumentals exactly like theirs, and writing exactly like them, and now I only release songs in their style. We would all be pretty put off by that, right? So why is it any different when some company is training some robot to do that? We'll put his name right at the top. Oh! Oh shit. You know what they say? AI is pretty bad at text. That's the thing I've seen in like AI image generators. It can be pretty bad at text, so it honestly makes sense that it would say Thuth. Here you go. One emerald tablet of... And I'm gonna... Oh wait, I said tooth. Wait, I didn't even say. Thank you for using Doodle DNE. How did I do? I'm really curious to see what his opinion's gonna be on this. Unfortunately, they never responded with their opinion, so I can only assume they loved it so much that they died. The next prompt was a skeleton dachshund, which I crushed. Why does this skeleton dog have ear bones? Dogs don't really have bones in their ears, do they? Then a bear swimming underwater and a monkey. I don't know if these were supposed to be separate prompts, but I decided to combine them to save time. A bear. Okay, this is not looking like a bear at all, dude. Holy cow, this looks nothing like a bear. Oh no! Oh no! It also looks like it's drowning. Why does its body... Oh no. The bear died. This is the kind of bear that can't swim. And we will also make the monkey dead. Probably could have cropped that a little better. You can kind of see my desk in the background, but... And we'll send a survey as well. How did I do? I'm pretty proud of this one. I mean, for doing that so fast, that's pretty good. So far, nobody has responded to my survey at the end to tell me how I did, which is kind of disheartening. I just want a response back. It just feels like I'm getting ghosted by people now. The prompts were a little more creative, and in that regard, my faith in the human race was on the up and up. But also, I was doing all this work over here, drawing your weird prompt that you could have just Googled. But you don't even have the decency to respond to my message back and tell me you hated it. I was feeling pretty disrespected, honestly. At least until this next prompt. Drug baby and kamikaze lifestyle. That's the prompt. Drug baby and kamikaze lifestyle. Whoa, they sent another prompt. Red ruined planet with 2 alien astronauts. I've never heard kamikaze described as a lifestyle before. Like, I know it's a form of like warfare, but to live your life in that way, it must be, I mean, you can't by definition almost. Like, that's a very short-lived life. And I think it would be a little bit too graphic to include the baby actually performing the kamikaze. But, you know, this baby lives a kamikaze lifestyle. They might not be about to do kamikaze right now, but they just kind of live a lifestyle of someone who would, so. This time, I decided to take a picture of my hand holding up the drawing. That way, maybe my client could tell there's an actual person drawing these pictures. There's an actual person waiting for a response. Yo, they responded! Finally, somebody responds to me. They sent a bunch of laughing emojis and fire emojis and then called me Picasso. It worked. My strategy worked. Holding it up like a child proud of their artwork. Like a kamikaze drug baby proud of their artwork. So for the next few prompts, I decided to go even more above and beyond to try to impress my clients, hoping to get a response back. This time, I wasn't just gonna sit around and draw a picture. I'm a real human being. I have access to the real world. So whatever comes through the app next, I am going to go out and find it in the real world and take a picture of it. Crimson Castle on an Ivory Mountain. Okay, that prompt was a little bit more difficult than I was anticipating, but I didn't have any time to waste. I had to get the shot, so I sped to Walmart, I rummaged through their wares, and in no time, I had found a pretty suitable Crimson Castle and a not too shabby Ivory Mountain.
There are fully some right there.
Oh yeah, dude. Here you go. One Crimson Castle on an Ivory Mountain. I gave him the old how did I do, and then I also said, sorry it took so long, I had to go to Walmart. Okay, somebody just asked for trees. Why even ask for an AI to generate that? Forget Google, just go outside and take a picture of that yourself. You live near a tree. I don't care who you are or where you're watching this, you live by a tree. I said, you just want like a picture of trees? Can't you just go outside and get one? Okay, they responded with a laughing emoji. Your favorite tree. Okay, I got you. Let me go find it. You know, I'd like to get to know this person a little better. I'll say, how are you doing today? I feel like we have kind of a personal connection, me and this person. Maybe I'll take a picture of me in front of the tree so they can see like me enjoying the tree. I just get hit by a car. They get a message back in the app being like, sorry, he died. They said, that's interesting. I'm good. Hella smoky outside though. Yourself? Smoky outside. I wonder if they live like where the wildfires. Oh, dang, they said, yes, it's all smoky and can't see the beautiful trees with the horrid layer of pale smoke. It would be nice to see something fresh and clean. Damn, I kind of feel bad now. Now this is restoring my faith in humanity, dude. This person just wants to see a picture of a tree because it's too smoky outside and they can't see any trees. Is that good? Okay. I threw a couple filters on myself so as to disguise my identity and send it back to this mystery tree lover. I said, oh, dang, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope this picture helps. I hope that they're safe. Don't worry, they were. They don't live in the area where the forest fire was actually happening. It was just smoke blowing in from a different region. So they were safe. And also, they loved my picture. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I would be just as happy if I could be next to a tree like that. I finally felt like I was getting through to people, forming a real human connection. But that is when I met the final boss of AI users. Generate an image of Donald Trump in a Mexican prison behind bars. Bars! This is gonna be so easy. Donald Trump in there. I said, sorry you can't see him, it's so dark in there, but he's in there. That's horrible, it's not even a prison cell and you can't see Donald Trump. Yeah, cause it's dark in there. This person not only had the strangest prompts, but they had no issues really letting me have it when they didn't like my picture. Oh, I guess you actually can kind of see in there. Yeah, there's definitely no Donald Trump in there. Then they asked me again to generate an image of skinny Donald Trump. I said, okay, my bad, I'm on it. What kind of style would you like this in? Surrealist? I hope they want it in surrealist, dude. That'll make it way easier. Oh, crap, dude. They wanted in realism. They weren't gonna let me take the easy way out. Drawing was out of the question. I decided to stall them by asking how their day was going, and then I began creating my magnum opus, a skinny legend Donald Trump. It was beautiful. Oh yeah, dude. That is skinny legend Donald Trump right there. Holy cow. Well, they haven't responded with how their day's going yet. I kind of don't want to send them the picture. If you're not even gonna have the courtesy to respond to me, maybe I'll say that. I said, okay, I'm done with the pic, but I kind of don't want to send it to you now because you won't even answer a simple courtesy question. So let's see what they have to say about that. Please answer in the style of realism. I waited for a response, but after 30 minutes, Donald Trump guy was nowhere to be found. I guess the prospect of having to be nice to me one time was just too much for him. Oh, dude, they responded. They said, my day is going well. May I please have my picture now? And they loved it. Faith in humanity restored. They even sent me another prompt. May I please have an image of an extremely obese Donald Trump eating KFC fried chicken? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, I also forgot about this weird prompt. Can you film a video about today's sponsor? This video has been sponsored by HelloFresh. Guys, kickstart your fall with great meals from HelloFresh. They handle all the meal planning and shopping and deliver all the ingredients right to your door, so the only thing you have to do is cook. They do all the hard stuff, and you get to take the credit. A brand new season calls for brand new meals, which is why HelloFresh has a new lineup for fall with 40 weekly recipes that can fit your lifestyle no matter who you are. They've got veggie recipes, family-friendly recipes, and fit and wholesome recipes, so no matter who you are or what you like to eat, they've got something for you. Hey, I've got a lot going on right now. I'm about to have a child, so the less I have to go to the grocery store and plan meals, the better, which is why I love HelloFresh. Here you can see us cooking a delicious pork bowl that we made this week. It was so tasty, and it only took like 25 minutes to make. Their quick and easy options are fantastic. And if you're looking for more than just dinners, HelloFresh has you covered. They've got quick lunches, easy breakfasts, and fresh snacks to keep you satisfied all throughout the day. The food is delicious, the ingredients are great, all of the produce comes from the farm to your door in less than 7 days, so you know you're getting the good stuff. So guys, if you want to make your life a little bit easier this fall, then head on over to HelloFresh.com and use my code 50TrulyGreg at checkout for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com. Use my code 50TrulyGreg at checkout for 50% off plus free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. Thanks for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on the internet, and you do not want to miss out, baby. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey Greg, welcome to Danny's Kitchen. It's everybody's favorite cooking show where we don't cook up food. We cook up pranks. So I've already done 2 videos about Troom Troom before, right? They're this DIY, super fun, crafting, life hacks YouTube channel that makes just the best pranks. And I've made fun of their pranks a lot. I've made fun of just about everything about their videos. And while I've speculated about how bad their pranks would be in real life, I've never actually tried them. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm not just gonna be testing any old Troom Troom pranks. Troom Troom has a new genre of pranks that they've been doing that are called edible pranks. And no, the prank is not involuntarily feeding weed to people. I thought that that might be what it was when I first read the titles, but has nothing to do with weed. In my opinion, the best pranks will make the person who's being pranked feel like they've gone insane. There's this one prank that I think exemplifies that really well. It's not by Troom Troom. It was on some foreign TV show. I remember seeing a clip of it on YouTube, but it was this tourist couple asked somebody to take a picture of them from across the street. As they were crossing the street to come back and check out the picture, a van crosses by and they hop in the van and two old people hop out without the person realizing, and then they walk back up to get the picture. It makes the dude think, wait, did I just take a picture of these people? Who the fuck are these people? Am I going insane? That's what I think a good prank should do. Troom Troom has taken a different approach to pranks. These edible pranks are not supposed to make the person who's being pranked think they're insane. It's supposed to make the person who's being pranked think their friend is insane. Let me show you this first prank as an example.
My friend wants to eat my cookies. No way! Then she takes her phone and bites off a piece of the case while talking. Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely.
So that's the that's the whole prank. It's, oh, my friend won't let me have some of her cookies. I'm gonna eat my fucking phone case. And I guess the prank is just my friend's gonna think I've lost my mind because I'm so hungry that I just start eating my phone case. So I bought the ingredients to do this one. So now we're gonna follow along step by step and do the dang prank. First, I need my phone.
Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely.
Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? You know how they usually have like a razor thing here so that you can cut it easily? I couldn't find it. For some reason, it's here. So you like wrap it around and go like that. I've never cooked. So wrap the phone in plastic wrap nicely. It's important that you do this nicely, like the tutorial said. Otherwise, your phone's not gonna want to stay in. You have to say, okay, sweetheart, we're going in the plastic wrap now. Be a good girl. Okay, I wrapped it up nicely.
Sprinkle a mat with powdered sugar or starch.
Sprinkle a mat. Hopefully this works. Now I need powdered sugar. I probably should have got everything out before I started, but I forgot what I needed. She said powdered sugar or starch. Not really sure what this is, but I'm gonna use this. Flour. Okay, that's probably starch. You know, Troom Troom is obviously made by, I don't know if it's Russian people or Ukrainian people, and then poorly translated into English. So a lot of their times, their videos are very poorly translated, and they end up using not the exact right word. And I think that's what happened here. I think they meant flour.
And roll out sugar paste to get a thin layer.
Roll out sugar paste to get a thin layer. Now, like I just said, Troom Troom likes to poorly translate their videos a lot. And I spent about an hour in a grocery store trying to find sugar paste. I even asked employees where the sugar paste was, and they looked at me like I was insane. And then I found out that it's called fondant. Okay, roll it out. They're using a cup. I feel like a rolling pin is the right thing to use for this, but maybe I don't have a rolling pin. I'll use a cup. Man, you know what doesn't feel good? Having flour all over your hands. Feels awful, actually. It's like the worst texture. Alexa, remind me to never be a chef. I've spread it out into a pretty thin mass. Okay, I think I'm happy with this thickness. I got a big white blob on my tray, and I think I'm ready to wash this fucking flour off my hands. Again, feels gross. Okay, next step.
Wrap it around a glass and put it onto a phone.
Okay, they used a much smaller piece. Maybe I should cut some of this off. I believe a knife is the proper tool for this. Cutting and whatnot. Maybe I'm not so bad at cooking after all. Wrap it around a cup. Doop, 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 doop. Set my phone down. And then just roll it on top of my phone. Really hope that that's sealed up. This is my actual phone that I use every day. So I really hope I don't fucking ruin it with sugar paste.
Press the paste over the phone. Define the corners and sides. Cut off the excess. Turn over the phone and the mat together and fold the edges inside.
Go in here. You just gotta basically karate chop it. Nobody's gonna believe this is a phone case. It's lumpy as fuck. Now I'm gonna cut off the excess, flip it around, wrap it on up. All right, it's looking like a phone case already. Yep, it's the exact shape of a phone.
Wait a few hours to get the sugar paste hardened.
Wait a few hours for the sugar paste to harden? My phone's in there. I thought I was just gonna be able to take it right out or something. All right, well, let's just let's just set this prank aside to simmer, and I guess I'll get my phone back at some point. While we wait for that to harden, let's move on to the next prank. This one comes from a video called 14 Funny Summer Pranks / Prank Wars. And if you just look at the thumbnail, this is one of the pranks we're gonna be doing. It looks like it's like a crazy ice cream cone. Like I was, you're probably wondering, how did they get that cool spiral shape on an ice cream cone? It's even dripping like a regular ice cream cone would on a nice hot summer's day. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make a cool spiral ice cream cone to prank your friends.
Phew, it's so hot. The best idea is to eat some ice cream. The friends give cooling surprise gifts to each other. Let's see what it is. Make a white sugar paste ball. Put the ball into a wafer cone. Pour topping onto the sugar paste ice cream. Emma gets her ice cream, but it doesn't melt. And it doesn't taste like ice cream, although it's sweet enough. Well, I don't actually cool down the way I want. But Dolly gets a surprise gift too.
So the first girl gives her friend like a hard ball of sugar that's not cold like ice cream. It doesn't melt. It's just like this hard mush instead of ice cream. But don't worry, the other friend's got a great prank that she's gonna use to get back at her friend. Let's check it out.
But Dolly gets a surprise gift too. There is a light bulb cone in her package.
So it wasn't ice cream? It's just a fucking light bulb. In the thumbnail, it was like dripping like it's ice cream. It's not really ice cream. The prank is just, hey, give your friend a light bulb. Wow, what a great prank. Your friend's expecting ice cream, and instead she bites into a glass light bulb. Gotcha! Pranked! You've been got. Let's see how they pulled this prank off, because I'm pretty blown away.
Hot glue a spiral light bulb into a wafer cone.
Okay. They glued a light bulb into a cone. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I bought some cones. I bought a whole pack of ice cream cones to use one. And by use one, I mean I'm gonna glue a fucking light bulb in it, okay? And the rest goes in the garbage. Just kidding. Well, I'm gonna save it and maybe feed it to some birds. So I forgot to buy a light bulb. I figured my parents would have one laying around. But the only one I could find is this. It's a green party bulb. So maybe it's gonna be some lime-colored ice cream or something. Lamp contains mercury. So whoever's getting pranked with this one's not only getting a surprise when they bite into it, but they're also gonna have mercury poisoning. That's the prank. I guess I'll put this over here to harden as well. So we got 2 pranks in the bag. They're hardening over there. And we got 1 more to go before we're ready to test these out in the real world. Let's check it out.
Dolly is playing in the sand. It's so cute and innocent. Until she starts eating the sand right from a bucket.
This is a great prank. I want somebody, just anybody, to think I'm insane. Is that too much to ask? So I'm gonna make them think that I'm eating sand.
Grind short crust cookies in a blender.
Do I have a blender? That looks like a blender. Haha! I'm not exactly sure how many I need to use to make a significant amount of sand. And just so you know, these are gluten-free. So, they're good. This is gonna be some tasty sand. Oh no. I think this might have been wet when I just used it just now.
Put the crumbs into a toy bucket.
I wonder if I have a bucket. There's like chunks in here, but it's hard to tell if they're unbroken cookies or just like clumps because it kind of clumps together. Oh yeah. Now this is some fake ass sand.
Add a gummy seashell and a gummy starfish. Put in colorful candy drops.
Okay, I couldn't find gummy seashells and gummy starfishes at my local grocery store, so I went with Werther's Original Caramel Hard Candies. I thought that they might look like little rocks, or maybe a grandma got so old she turned to sand, leaving only her hard candies behind. I'll just put a couple in there, and hopefully that makes it look more like sand and not more like candy. Okay, we're gonna stop this episode of Danny's Kitchen for a brief poll. If I started scarfing this down in front of you, would you think I was eating sand? Vote now. Okay, it's looking good. Okay guys, I'm back with the phone case, and it's been about 5 hours, and this is still very soft, which is worrisome to me. It really doesn't feel any less soft than it did before. I'm kind of worried that it's never gonna dry, so I'm just gonna roll with it and just do it. Okay.
Trim the front edges.
So now I sort of cut the front of the phone out. Oh no, this is, oh no. Oh, my phone just buzzed. Well, I guess it still works, so that's good. It's looking pretty good so far.
Put a regular case onto the back side and cut out a hole for the camera.
Ah, of course. Cut out the old camera hole here. Fantastic. All right, let's take this baby out of the case. There we go. Yep, this totally looks like a phone case. The problem with this prank is that my phone case is black, and this sugar paste is white. So I looked around the grocery store for like any kind of edible paint or dye, and I found this. It's called sparkling gel, and it's for writing on cakes and stuff, and it's kind of glittery, but I'm gonna try to use it to cover the case and make it black. And I guess I'll just cover it like this. See, the problem is that this comes out so thinly that I'm gonna have to spread it around somehow, and I don't have any paint brushes or anything, but I guess I can just sort of, yeah, okay. This is sort of working. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to get it now. I think I understand. There's no fucking way this is gonna work. I finally understand. I got it now, guys. Yep, now we've got a nice black phone case that will convince just about anyone. All right, guys, well, in real Troom fashion, now that the pranks are done, it's time to put them to the test and see just how good these DIY pranks are. Let's do this. Eating sand and your phone case? Watch me convince my entire family I'm insane on this episode of Troom. Mother has just gotten home from a long morning shift at Starbucks and is now making food for a local homeless shelter. Watch as her idiot YouTuber son tries to prank her.
Have you seen what's in the sand? No.
Mother laughs, embarrassed that this is the best her son could do.
That looks good, Danny. Sam.
It's a prank! I'm recording.
Of course I know.
Do you know I'm recording?
Oh, no, but I assumed it was a prank because it doesn't really look like sand.
It doesn't? So you knew the second you looked at it, it wasn't sand?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the sand because when you were showing me it, I know what the sand looks like because I just covered it yesterday and it was all dirty and brown and wet.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate my prank?
Good execution, well thought out, lots of work, putting all those cookies and sugar.
Yeah.
Normally, I think I would freak someone out. Go, why are you eating sand?
Okay, so it's a good idea and good execution, but my mom knows what sand looks like, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
I just asked Laura to be in a video. I have to really quickly put the phone case on the phone.
Danny quickly prepares the phone for the prank by putting on his homemade case. But it turns out the case didn't harden at all, and it's not sticking to the phone.
Shit.
Alright guys, I've got Laura with me and we're gonna do a video. So this video is about, you have to tell a story about a time that you got in trouble.
Oh, I have to tell a story about a time I got in trouble. You're making me so nervous.
It's just a regular YouTube video, what do you mean?
I lied to my dad for the first time, and I told him I wasn't on a trampoline when I was on a trampoline.
Okay.
Danny! What is that?
Sorry, what?
What is that?
It's my phone case. Do you think it was pretty weird that I just started eating my phone case?
I knew you didn't want me to tell you a story. Are you joking?
It tastes really bad.
I bet!
So you didn't think it looked like a phone
No,
case?
it looks like a white piece of candy.
The purpose of this prank was to make you think that I was insane, because I just started eating my phone case. Do you think that worked?
No, it didn't look like a phone case.
If you had to rate it out of 10, what would you give this prank?
It's not even a prank. The biggest part of the prank is you asked me to tell a story and you didn't want it.
Okay, well that's it. That's the whole thing. Did you like it?
No.
Dad is trying to get some work done, but here I go, pranking again.
Hey Dad?
Yeah?
You want some ice cream?
Sure.
Alright, here you go.
It's not ice cream, it's a light bulb.
Pranked ya! We got him good, guys. That was a good prank. Did I prank you good?
I've seen better pranks. It's kind of just a light bulb. I mean, it's supposed to be like ironic or surprise me or something.
You weren't surprised?
Well, it was kind of dumb.
Okay. If you had to rank it from 0 to 10.
I'd go with probably 2.
You heard it here first, folks. 2 out of 10.
Slightly above Jupiter.
Alright everybody, it's time for another Reddit video. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're having fun. I am honestly feeling a little bit ill. I kind of feel like shit right now. I've been putting off filming for like a week, and so I just gotta do it. I have like kind of like chills and aches. I did a COVID test, so I don't have COVID, but I do feel like crap. That's nothing that a little sparkling water won't fix, am I right? So let's just pop that open. You know, I still feel like shit. That's crazy. Well, let's get into the subreddit. I bet there's some interesting posts today. I was casually eating sushi when these two stormed the restaurant and starts punching the waiters and stealing everyone's food. Never expected this from you guys. JK, you guys were actually super nice and sorry for disturbing your dinner. Let's go! Finally, somebody not accusing me of beating the shit out of them. This is fantastic. We met some fans at VidCon. You know what? Everybody that we met was very nice. Every time I meet fans, it's very nice. People are usually super respectful. And this wasn't while we were eating. They're saying sorry for disturbing your dinner, but I'm pretty sure we were standing in line waiting for a table, so. Pretty pog fan interaction, honestly. S'mores dip that looks like Danny. Fuck, it does. It does. It's got like gray hair and everything. Honestly, this looks more like Danny than a lot of other lookalikes. It's weirder because that's a graham cracker. Great observation. Yo, it's kind of weird that that thing looks like Danny because that's not a person. That's kind of tight. This should be my new profile picture. I should just kind of edit eyes and a mouth onto this and make this my new profile picture. I could change my second channel name to S'more Danny. Like S'more Danny. And then I could make my profile picture a little graham cracker. Okay, all right, okay, so this was the source of a lot of controversy in this video about bad games. In the game, I got mad that the game developer referred to this, what I would call the second floor, as the first floor. And I got a bunch of comments saying, Danny, in other countries besides America that speak English, we call the second floor the first floor. So the game developer probably wasn't American. And so this person posted in my subreddit this picture, know the difference, American English, okay, look, and British English. And while I would call this the first floor, the Brits would call it the ground floor. And then they would call the next floor the first floor. And so it's all offset by 1. You could see 4th floor over here and 3rd floor over here. Yeah, even in French, you would call the first floor a rez-de-chaussée. I definitely pronounced that right. Yeah, it's just a rez-de-chaussée, man. Meaning ground floor. The first floor is le premier étage, meaning first level. Let me just comment on this, okay? I'm glad people brought this to my attention, you know. I admit I can be uncultured at times. I do find it kind of interesting that I didn't know this because I did live in England for 2 years, but it was like when I was 8 and 9, so I don't know, how many times was I talking about floors and buildings back then? They wouldn't let me up onto the 2nd floor in a building. Back then I was 8 years old. I'm glad that you brought this to my attention. It's good to know. That being said, even now knowing this, I still think it's wrong. Sorry, it's objectively not the correct floor. This is the first floor. I feel like people are arguing that's not a floor. The floors don't start until you get up here to an elevated floor, and that's a floor. But you know how I know this one's a floor? It's because even British people call it the ground floor. It's a floor, and it's the first one. You walk into it, there's a floor. The floor. And in fact, it's the first one you see when you walk into the building. And listen, guys, I fuck with the metric system, okay? I wish that the US would use kilometers. Miles suck ass, I'll say it. Miles in distance, miles teller. Fuck every miles. But this just doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. This is not the first floor. If you're gonna call this the first floor, you gotta call the ground floor something else. You gotta call it just the ground. I would honestly fuck with that. But then you would have to make the requirement that when you walk into the ground, that the floor is just like grass or dirt or something. Yeah, this is just the ground. We may be inside, but it's just ground in here, and you have to go upstairs to get to the floor. That's what I was thinking as well. I was a little confused when first visiting the UK as far as elevators went. Because of this difference, even though I was aware of it beforehand, it just throws throws you off a little. So it sounds like this person's kind of on my side. It is confusing, right? Wait, the US counts the ground floor as the first floor? Are you guys actively trying to do things differently from everyone else? Listen, take it easy, man. It makes a little bit more sense, you gotta admit. I can get behind kilometers. I can even get behind Celsius. I wish that when somebody told me it was 20 degrees Celsius, I wish I knew what that meant. But you gotta start on the first floor. It's the first one. It's like you guys made up a 0th floor. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm gonna be done ranting about this now. I'm honestly getting too angry. Okay, Andrew Tate posted a video about me. Let's take a peek. It looks like this is gonna be really enlightening. I don't know, do I even want to respond to this? I just feel like this guy, he's gotten like a little bit too much attention now. He's like been on big podcasts now. I think we can kind of just let him slowly fade out now. Whoa, okay, what's this? A guide to whether people are completely crazy or pretty normal, or objective or goofy. So you have the normal to crazy axis or the objective to goofy axis. Is goofy the opposite of objective? Opposite of objective. Biased, partial, or prejudice. I mean, I guess I'm glad you didn't put me this far on the prejudice side of the quadrant. So yeah, I guess goofy works better. There's a lot of people on this list. So I'm pretty goofy, but between being crazy and normal, I'm more normal than I am a complete wackadoo. Okay, and then you got Drew over here, and he's about the same amount of normal I am, but he's more objective. And I'm very biased, I guess. Curtis is even more biased and more crazy. That dude, I think, needs to reel it in, I guess. Do I agree with these rankings? I mean, I guess so. I'm just trying to figure out how to read this. It's surprising this has so many upvotes, because I can't even really decipher what the metrics are here. Is this axis like my personality wise, and then this axis more like my content wise, or like my critical analysis wise? So Jarvis is the most objective and normal person you could imagine. Then on the opposite end of the spectrum, Curtis is sort of the opposite of Jarvis. He's inverse Jarvis. Then you have like Cody over here being the inverse Ted. And Chad is perfectly centered, which I love that for her. I mean, I guess I broadly agree with it. Like, you know, Curtis, his editing is pretty off the rails. He likes to really go crazy with that, so... Oh, fuck. My life was truly changed by Horse Game. Oh, I love when YouTube comes up with this little survey about a YouTube video you just watched. I've always kind of wondered like how they use this. Like, do I get promoted more if people check more of these boxes? Or like, I kind of have to imagine if you checked every one of these boxes, YouTube would be like, okay, you're just like BSing me. There's no way it was useful, informative, and calming. So I like that you checked everything except enjoyable. This was heartwarming, life-changing, inspiring. Didn't really fuck with it. Definitely wouldn't recommend this to a friend. 5 stars, it was excellent, had an awful time. Low key though, this video was honestly the most fun I've had making a video in a really long time. Just kind of like getting a little creative with it, with all the different like locations and stuff. It was really fun. I will say that I think I got a little bit too carried away. So I filmed all of me actually playing the games in front of the green screen like before VidCon. And then I was like, yeah, I'll probably just like edit all that together and then that will be the video. And then the more I like watched it and I was like kind of thinking about it during VidCon, I was like, I feel like I should like add in like narration and stuff. Otherwise it's just gonna be like a lot of me just like playing games and that's not gonna be very interesting. I like wrote all of this dialogue but then by the time I got back from VidCon, I had 1 day to like finish this video. So I had to film all of it and then edit all of it in like a night. I didn't finish filming until like 7 p.m. the evening before it was supposed to go live. And then I ended up pulling an all-nighter the night that I was editing it. And I finished the video around 11 a.m., I think, and scheduled it to go live at noon or 1 or whatever. And then I just fucking went to sleep. It was actually kind of fun. I was like feeling very like creatively fulfilled from working on this video. Because it basically was just a commentary video, but it was a little bit more spicy. It was a little more spicy. It seemed like people liked it, so that's epic. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status, or ghosting Kevin Jonas? Kind of impressed that enough people have felt that before to even make this bar graph. That's kind of fucked up for Kevin, honestly. I feel bad now. Can I just say something? The funniest thing about this song, first off, I wrote this song like 2 years ago and I've just been like waiting for an excuse to make the music video for it. Even when I wrote the song, I was like, gosh, I hope I'm remembering this right. Like this was like 5 years ago. Did I really did this really happen? And then someone on Twitter started retweeting this tweet. It now only has like 6 retweets and 11 quote retweets, but it's me tweeting at Kevin Jonas saying, hey dude, did you get my response? And I saw this and I was like, what? Okay, first off, I have no recollection of tweeting this like 7 years ago or whatever, but did Kevin Jonas ghost me? Did I just misremember this whole entire thing? I feel so dumb, but I'm pretty sure that I did ghost Kevin Jonas. I think that this tweet either happened like in the immediate conversation we were having or something where he initially reached out, and then the story's a bit longer than what was in the song. Obviously, I didn't have time to explain the whole thing, but we were talking for a little bit, and then eventually I ghosted him before I ended up helping him with the song. I think that this happened somewhere in there where I was just kind of like waiting for him to respond. I specifically remember telling my friends after I ghosted Kevin Jonas around this time that that's kind of crazy, I ghosted a Jonas brother. So I remember saying that at the time. So I think I did. This also could have been after I ghosted him for a while, and then maybe I did end up responding, but like weeks later. And so I like texted him back then and I was like, hey, sorry, like, can I still help or something? And then he didn't respond to that. And so that's why I sent this. But yeah, funny, the things you don't remember, man. 7 years will really fuck up your memory. Making a Google slide presentation to convince my dad to buy me a pet rat. Added this at the end. Thoughts. Number 9. It's what Danny would want. Danny Gonzalez is a rat lover. Okay, rat lover sounds like a little bit romantic. I would maybe rephrase that. He would want you to buy me rats. Danny would be very disappointed if you decided not to buy me rats. I think you should buy me rats. And then there's a quote from me saying, I, Danny Gonzalez, think it is a good idea for you to buy your son Connor a pet rat. He actually said this. Now, at the time you wrote this, that wasn't true, but as of right now, it is true. I did just say that. So I'll let it slide. Well, I hope that this helps you buy the rat. Heck, if you're still working on this Google slide, take the audio of me just saying that line and put it on that slide. That'll get you a rat. Speaking of rats and rat lovers, have you guys ever seen that dumb clip of Jordan Peterson talking about rats?
The rats are all like this. The rat goes like this. So the rat's like this. The normal rat is like this. That's the normal rat. Like this. Like this. It sniffs.
I hope you get your rats. I hope they're normal. I hope they go like this. And good luck to you. This is somebody having some sort of AI conversation, but not in the same app that I was. What is this? What is the deal with Hollywood? I have no idea, but some people believe that it is run by a cabal of elites. Do they sacrifice children? I'm not sure, but I do know there is a lot of child trafficking going on. What the fuck is this AI? I'm not even that weirded out by the info it's giving, because it's probably just trained on Wikipedia random forums and stuff, and that's where it gets its info from, so it's just like pulling things from the internet. But I like that every response has the same template where that you ask them a question and they're like, I don't know about that, but, and then they say something even crazier. This person said, what is the deal with Hollywood? And they said, I don't know what you mean by that, but it is run by the Illuminati, and I know that for certain. Do they sacrifice children? I don't know about that, but there's a lot of child trafficking going on. They're drinking the blood of children. Man, I gotta find out what app this is. Compared to the conversations I was having with Baseball Louie, these are pretty spicy. Oh yeah, I met a lot of people at Curtis's show. There I am again. I swear to you, this is the very first conversation I had with my virtual boyfriend. Okay, wait, how are people finding these different AI virtual boyfriend apps? This is also not the same app. You have good stories. I have a few. I can tell you all about them if you'd like. Go for it. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Julia and she was very shy. What happened next? She was a girl who loved sweets. What was her favorite tweet? Okay, who's the AI here? Is it you or him? She loved to have sweets all over her body. Okay, now this I'm into. Keep going. Holy cow. Where are you guys finding these AI bots? I'll probably do another video like that where I look for more like games and stuff on the App Store to try, so yeah, maybe I should find some more of these AI bots. Whoa! You guys remember the user Toe Slurper? I think I found his car. Toe Sucker. Hell yeah, I suck toes. I love feet. Show me your toes. Wow. So this is Toe Slurper. What was the comment that Toe Slurpers left on my subreddit again? Didn't he say he wasn't in theater? Why are you trying to start fake rumors about me? Toe Slurper? Okay, here's a fun little meme. Hard to swallow pills. Danny is not real. Yeah, man, that sucks. I'm sorry. This is kind of an interesting topic. The fastest things on Earth. Cheetah, airplane, speed of light, Danny Gonzalez hair cells. I'm not sure if this is referring to this, but I was kind of wondering if anyone would notice, because I feel like between this video and this video, my hair, over the span of like a week or two, grew immensely fast. Okay, so look at my hair in this video, May 29th, 2022. And then look at this video, June 10th, 10 or 11 days later. My hair is huge. Now I have an explanation for this, but you're not gonna like it. It's a wig, no. The real reason is that I shot the videos like way out of order because I filmed the Camp Rock video and I was like, I'm gonna put the Kevin Jonas music video at the end of this, but then the Kevin Jonas music video took like 2 months to film. So I don't remember when I shot the actual commentary part of the Camp Rock video, but it was like at least 2 months before I released it. So that's why my hair length gets a little inconsistent sometimes, guys. I just, you know, kind of get a little bit, kind of. I think I gotta go to sleep, man. I think this video's long enough. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a great day. What's up, Greg? So the video that I just posted yesterday has already been copyright claimed, which means I can't make money off of it anymore. I guess since I used that sad song, Someone You Loved, really quietly a couple times in the video, I don't get to make money for the entire video, which is awesome. So I decided to just re-edit it and swap out that song with a different sad song, and I figured why not just make my own sad song? So this is the exact same video, just with a different sad song that I made. And also, as a little bonus for watching this video again, if you've already watched it, there is a music video for my sad song at the end of the video. So enjoy this video again and enjoy the music video. Okay, here we go. Bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Deep Dan. That's me, baby. I'm Deep Dan, because today, this Dan is getting deep. I'm not like most people, okay? I'm not like most boys. I don't go on TikTok to have fun, or to watch funny videos, or to laugh my little butt off. I go on TikTok because I want to get sad. I want to watch some deep stuff, okay? I'm on TikTok to get my mind blown with some deep content. Which is why when I discovered this dude, Only Christian Ty, on TikTok, my life was pretty much complete. Christian Ty posts the deepest TikToks, or at least he really tries. He tries very hard to make deep TikToks. They all have like crazy twist endings, and they all use the same sound. Like all of his deep TikToks use this, you know that song that's like, they all use that song, except not the actual song. It's a cover of it by some other dude named Simone Bernini. So I figured since I found probably the best deep TikToks in the entire world, I should share them with you guys, and we should watch them and just get deep. So let's do it. Let's complain. Okay, so this is a conversation between a girlfriend and a boyfriend. The girlfriend's asking the boyfriend all these questions, and he's not answering the way she wants him to. She's like, do you think I'm pretty? He's like, no. She's like, do you want to be with me forever? He's like, no. She's like, would you cry if I walked away? And he's like, absolutely not. But then she goes to leave, and he's like, you're not pretty. You're beautiful. I don't want to be with you forever. I need to be with you forever. And I wouldn't cry if you walked away. I would die. I would fucking die. If you walked away, I would just collapse on the floor. And that's the end of the TikTok. Pretty deep, right? It's like kind of a twist ending. You thought the boyfriend just hated his girlfriend and was telling her straight up to her face. But it turns out he actually does like her. I feel like I don't really even need to provide any critiques on this TikTok, and that's because this is literally ripped from a meme that I made a video about like over a year ago. I think it's like word for word. He must have saw that and was like, damn, that shit's deep. I gotta steal that. And it was bad then. It was already a bad meme. It did not need to be turned into a TikTok. Also, I like how he's like, I don't want to be with you forever. I need to be with you forever. Because I feel like the right thing to say would be like, I want to be with you forever and I need to be with you forever. Not, look, I need to be with you, but I don't want to be, okay? Let's get that straight. If I could leave, I would. I'd be out of here in a jiffy, but unfortunately, if you ever left me, I would die. Because apparently you're a witch or something who's cast a spell over me. The whole thing seems a little bit unnecessary to me, but hey, that's what makes it deep. Okay, and this next one, which uses the exact same sound, of course, it's a scene between a younger brother and an older brother. The older brother's playing video games, and the younger brother's like, hey, can I play? And the older brother's like, can we play tomorrow? I'm in the middle of something. So he's like, okay. Then the next day, he comes back and he's like, can I play now? And the older brother's like, no, I'm still busy. Then the next day, the older brother is playing video games, and instead of the little brother coming in and asking if he can play again, the older brother gets a text from his mom, and it says, you need to get to the hospital now. Your brother has been involved in an accident. He's dead. What? That fast? She sent all of those texts within like seconds of each other. You gotta get here right now. Your brother's just been in an accident. He's dead. Never mind, you don't need to come anymore. And the older brother's like, oh shit, what have I done? I should have played video games with my younger brother. And then he wouldn't be dead. I don't know how those two things are correlated, but the moral of the story is don't ignore your brother or he'll die. It's really deep when you think about it. Seems like pretty sensitive information to be texting your son. Like, you should at least call him. The texting seems a little disingenuous, especially since apparently this is the first text his mother has ever sent him. Hey son, this is mom. I just got a new phone number, so make sure you save this in your phone. Also, Kevin died. So, sorry. So this one, there's a group of kids eating lunch. There's Tom, who always eats alone. Jack is like, why does Tom always eat alone? And Charlie's like, I don't know. I think he wants to be. And he just keeps on eating his banana and thinks nothing of it. But Tom's over there thinking, I wish I could be friends with them, but I'm scared they won't like me. Then we cut to a week later, and Tom's chair is empty. And Jack's like, wait, where's Tom? And Charlie's like, I don't know. He hasn't been in. And he's still eating a banana. I love that Charlie is always eating a banana. That's like his distinctive characteristic. Like Tom had a scarf, Jack has a green shirt, and Charlie eats bananas. Every shot Charlie's in, he's gotta be eating a banana or you won't know it's him. Classic Charlie eats 80 bananas a day. Class, I regret to inform you that our loved classmate Tom sadly passed away last night. What do you think it says on the board there? Friday, good. But then it like rewinds to an alternate scenario where Jack does go over and sit with Tom, and then the TikTok just ends. So we'll never know what happens to Tom in the world where Jack goes and sits with him. I guess we're meant to assume that he's not gonna die now, or maybe he'll die in 2 weeks instead of 1. Who's to say? We don't even know how he died. He could have gotten mauled by a bear, and Jack going over to sit with him won't help with that, will it? Not unless he goes over and gives him bear repellent. I just really wanted to tell you, I love you. I love you too. Really? Of course I love you. Prove it. How? Scream it to the world. I love you. Why did you whisper it to me? Oh no. Oh no. No! Because you are my world. Oh no! No! It's too cute! Because you are my world. Man, what the fuck? It's too deep. Didn't like it. Did not like that. That's gotta be stolen from a meme too. That is prime deep relationship meme material right there. One thing I've noticed with his videos is on top of using the same sound with every video, he also wears the same scarf. And at first I thought it was like a character identifier, like the girlfriend always wore the scarf. But in some videos, every character wears the scarf. Like in this video, the girlfriend's outfit is a hoodie and a scarf. And then the boyfriend's outfit is a hoodie, the scarf, and a hat. It kind of creeps me out how he's always wearing that scarf. It's like the same scarf in every video. It reminds me of a book that I read when I was little. I don't know if anyone else has read this. There was like a book where a girl always wore a scarf for her whole life, and she gets married, and then at the end of her life, she tells her husband he can take off her scarf, and he takes it off, and then her head falls off, and the scarf was really holding her head on the whole time. Has anyone else read that book? I feel like Christian Ty's scarf keeps all the deepness in. It vacuum seals the deepness right into his neck, where deepness is stored. Everyone knows that. If he didn't wear it, all the deepness would just like shoot out of him. He would just be vomiting out deepness constantly. And I would be vomiting vomit. Hospital waiting room. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous, it'll be fine. I've got my scarf, you've got your scarf, we're gonna be a-okay. How do you know? You've never had heart surgery before. Okay, dude, he's just trying to help. He's trying to comfort his girlfriend, and the girl's like, how the fuck do you know? Little bitch. Oh, have you had heart surgery before? No, I didn't think so. You just need to trust me. I do trust you. Oh. Okay, she came around quick. I love you. I love you too. After heart surgery. Girl wakes up. Oh no! She's not wearing her scarf anymore. They took off her scarf during surgery? I'm surprised she survived. Welcome back. I'm pleased to tell you the surgery went very well. Doctor, where is he? Where's my boyfriend? Oh, don't you know who gave you the new heart? The boyfriend gave her his heart? His beating heart? He was a living person? A living person can't donate their heart to someone. What hospital takes hearts from living people? That's not allowed. I'm just gonna say it, this is too deep. That was a crazy twist. Here I am thinking it's gonna be a normal heart surgery, come to find out they're in some weird black market hospital that harvests organs from living people. They don't just like walk out into the waiting room. It's like, hey, does anyone have a heart that we can use? Oh yeah, you can have mine. I'll fucking die. I'm actually just here with my wife. She's given birth, but I'll fucking die while I wait. Girlfriend, hey, I have a challenge for you. Sure, what is it? I challenge you to not talk to me for 24 hours. Okay, challenge accepted. Waiting for 24 hours. This is how he waits for 24 hours, just Without my girlfriend, I am incomplete. There was nothing to do without my girlfriend. Oh, one sec, it's my wife. Oh, you're gonna be busy for the next couple hours, so I shouldn't bother you? Okay, got it. One sec, guys. Alright, so based on all the ones we've watched so far, I think it's pretty clear how this one's gonna play out. I think there's two options. Either he's not gonna be able to wait the full 24 hours because he just loves her too much and he's like, I don't care about the challenge. I just want to talk to you because I love you. Or the other option is he will wait for the full 24 hours and then when he goes to his girlfriend, she's gonna be like, I can't believe that you went 24 hours without talking to me. I thought you loved me. This was a test. And the whole thing was a ploy to see if the boy really loved her. So let's see which one of those two outcomes it's gonna be. After 24 hours, goes to girlfriend's house, knocks on door. Girlfriend's mother opens the door. Is she here? I'm so sorry. She passed away last night, but she wanted you to have this. What? She died? You did it. Now do it every day. I will love you forever. What the? Huh? She died? Why does every deep TikTok this dude makes end with someone dying? That's not at all where I thought that was gonna go. What's the moral of that? Don't ever leave your girl alone for 24 hours. You never know what she might get up to. She might die. I want to get inside this dude's head. The only deep or emotional concept he can think of is somebody died. What if you go to a soccer game and somebody died? What if you were eating ice cream and you died? What if you were just born and you died? All right, guys, hold on to your childhood because this next one's gonna make you feel a little bit nostalgic. And Ferb! Oh, doodle jump. So the caption of that one is, let's celebrate our childhood before it's gone. That seems a little bit dramatic. I've seen a lot of posts like this on TikTok lately because, you know, the 2010s are coming to an end. So it's all like, we gotta cherish the 2010s while they're still around because before we know it, it's gonna be 2020 and the 2010s are gonna be gone forever. And those years will be gone and our childhoods will be gone. When 2020 starts, all our childhoods are over. And even if you're already an adult, your childhood will be destroyed and you won't be able to remember it anymore. So you better remember Doodle Jump while you still can. It's like, why can't you enjoy your childhood after 2020? Temple Run? Sorry, dude, no one's gonna know what the fuck that is next year. Childhoods? Yeah, we're leaving those in 2019, okay? Starting 2020, everyone will be an adult. Oh, you're 12? Too bad. You're an adult now. Time to get a mortgage. Little babies? Gotta get jobs. Even me, a fully grown man, won't be a child anymore in just a few days. Also, all of these shows, like Hannah Montana and Victorious, are already over. They all ended years ago. So it's not like they're all getting canceled in 2020. Is she going to be okay, doctor? We don't know at this point. You can go in and see her now. Hi, darling. Oh, it's just kind of weird to play your dying mom. It just seems like weird, like almost insensitive to like be doing like a dying mother impression when you're like a grown man with a beard. Hi, Mom. The next day. How is she today, doctor? I'm afraid she's getting worse. Oh no. She's gonna die, isn't she? Because that's how all of these TikToks end. She's gonna die. Mom? No response. Nope. Not looking good. Get some rest. Yeah, that's what she's doing. A few days later. Doctor, where is she? I'm afraid she's no longer with us. Hi, darling. Oh, it's his mom! And she's got her scarf on! They said without your visits, I wouldn't have had the strength to get better. I love you. Okay. That's a fine twist, but why did the doctor say that? I'm afraid she's no longer with us. Did the doctor want to keep her in the hospital? Well, unfortunately, she got better. She doesn't have a disease anymore, so she got to leave. Just seems like kind of a weird sentiment to have. You should be happy about people getting out of the hospital, not angry or afraid, I guess. I'm afraid she's not in the hospital anymore. I just don't get why he would say that. But, I mean, maybe it's just a little bit too deep for good old Deep Dan. Anyway, that's a look at Christian Ty's TikTok content. All in all, they feel very forced. I feel like if the only thing that you can think of that is emotional is death, and so all your videos are just about people randomly dying, then maybe you need to think of other things to make videos about. Oh wait, he's got one where he's playing Flappy Bird. I played Flappy Bird with my face and did pretty well. Yeah, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at playing Flappy Bird with my face. Nice, dude. I also feel like he would be a little bit easier to take seriously if he didn't also post videos like this. Yeah! Fart! Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Yeah, that's right, Greg. I call my subscribers Greg. So if you subscribe right now and turn on my notifications, you get to be Greg. Also, bing, 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 new merch alert. It's a Christmas sweater, baby. Except I'm a little bit late to advertise it, so if you order it at this point, it might not get to you by Christmas, but they do exist. And you know what? F it. They're good for all of winter. They're winter sweatshirts. They come in this crew neck sweatshirt like this, and also a very tasteful dark green long sleeve t-shirt. So if you don't want it to look like a Christmas sweater and want it to just look like a winter outfit, maybe get that one. All right, thank you, Catherine John, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I start wearing fedoras. And I actually think they look pretty good. Bye!
I'm still tore up from when my grandma passed. It was before I was born, but it still makes me sad. Pull up to BP just to get some gas, but I forgot I have a Tesla, man, I'm such an ass. You don't know a thing about me. You wouldn't last a day in my scarf. I can't even make a TikTok without breaking everyone's heart. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think about how deep I am. Your dog will never know how much you love her. We have no way of knowing if we all see the same colors. The Jonas Brothers doesn't include all the Jonas Brothers. They're hiding Frankie from us and they could be hiding others. Just found out about the Titanic. Why would they get on that boat? Haven't they seen the movie? Even in the depths of the Atlantic, that sunken ship will still never be deeper than me. Deeper than me. This song's so fucking sad. This song's so fucking deep, yeah. When I finished writing it, I cried in bed for weeks, yeah. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think. This song is so sad. Yeah, I ain't even lying. All up in the booth, straight crying. This song is so sad. How'd I get so deep? I don't know, but it really makes you think about how deep I am.
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of The Boy Zone, your one-stop shop for tips and tricks on how to be a good boy. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of posts like this on the internet. I've seen them on Instagram. I've seen them on Twitter. They're basically posts with tips and tricks on how to be a more successful boy. And I don't know if Instagram is directly targeting me specifically because they think I need to work on being a boy better, or if everybody is seeing these, but I really want to talk about them because a lot of them are very disturbing. Accounts like Success Tips and Age of Attitude and The Boys Club. Sorry, ladies, this one's for boys only. It's the Boys Club. Cody Co just did a video on some accounts that are very similar to this, and by just did a video, I mean he literally posted it as I was sitting down to record this video, so great minds think alike, I guess. If you haven't watched Cody's video, go watch that as well. I made sure that we're not talking about the exact same things in this video. Here's a good example. At age 25, others want to get married and have kids, but I want my parents in the backseat of my Audi. Yep, that's what being a boy's all about. That's the dream. Some people just want to call it quits early, you know? They want to get married, have kids, but not me. I don't need a fulfilling relationship with someone I love. You know what I do need? A car. I need to fall in love with a car. And I definitely don't want kids in my backseat crying. I want my parents in the backseat crying. I don't know why that's my goal, but I've just always wanted to do it. Life is all about, becoming an Uber driver for your parents. This one is from the account Success Tips. You can ignore my message, but in my dreams, you're mother of my 3 kids. I don't know if I would really call that a success tip. I can't see how saying this to anyone would make you more successful in any field. Not to mention how creepy it is. Jesus. I mean, what are your messages to this woman? Is this one of them? Because if so, I totally understand why she hasn't responded. Look, I know we've never spoken before, and I know I got your number by breaking into my friend's phone, and I know that you have me blocked because I keep sending you weird messages like, I want you to have my babies, but I just want to let you know that there's nothing you can do to stop me from imagining a world where we're together. And you love me. And you're birthing my children. We have 3 beautiful children together, Vanessa. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Okay, here's some actual good, valuable advice to be a successful boy. Don't fall in love until your handsome enemy gets married. So the message here is... Wait, what? Why would you not want to fall in love until your handsome enemy gets married? Is it because if I fall in love before my handsome enemy gets married, he might try to steal my love away? Is that why? Because he's so handsome? So do I have to wait until my handsome enemy is already in a committed relationship to fall in love? Because I know he's not going to want to mess up his own relationship just to mess up mine. And how do they know that I have such a handsome enemy? Is everyone's enemy so handsome? Because goddamn, my arch nemesis is... gorgeous. All the comments seem to understand what it means too. True, yes, true, wow, awesome. LOL, yes. Best revenge. Best revenge? Revenge for what? For your enemy getting married? Haha! You may be married, Nemesis, but look at me. I'm also in love. No. So... take that. It can't be. I bet you'll think about this next time you decide to fall in love and get married. Because you know that if you do, I might also do that, and that would be bad for you. No! All right, boys, listen up, because this one's important. Let them say what they want. Just keep doing you. You know, a lot of pages post this type of message. I've seen this a lot. Posts that are like, don't listen to what anybody else says. Just do what you want. Anyone that says anything negative to you is a hater. And fuck that noise, son. You don't need to listen to haters. And I just feel like that's a huge oversimplification of why people say negative things. Like, if everybody's telling you that you're being an asshole and you should stop being an asshole, then I feel like you're probably an asshole and you should stop doing that. But to be fair, if people tell you to stop doing this, they're delusional, bro. Fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. You get right back on your recliner, strapped to the roof of your car, you know, grab your mop, and just keep doing you, dog. Big dreams doesn't match with the lazy ass. You know, the big, giant, lazy ass that everybody knows about? Yeah, big dreams don't match with that. So if you have any dreams related to that big, lazy ass, you better get rid of them now. You know, big dreams might not match with the lazy ass, but it does match with the fat ass. I got big dreams and an even bigger ass. This one is about overcoming your enemies, and I think that this is really important for us boys, because us boys, we got a lot of enemies. They fooled me until they got to know who were really fooled. What does this mean? Is it them that was being fooled the whole time? The enemy? Because it doesn't say who was fooled in this. It just says that they got to know who were really fooled. So it's like they thought that they were fooling me, but really I was fooling them the whole time? I guess that's cool. Okay, so this would sound cool if it wasn't worded so poorly. Imagine being in a confrontation with your arch nemesis who thinks they've just duped you, which is a situation that happens to us boys all the time. Us boys are constantly getting into altercations with our arch nemesis. Imagine he thinks he's duped you and you say this, thinking that it's gonna sound cool. Admit it, I fooled you. You're done. Oh, really? Well, you know what they say. They thought they fooled me until they got to know who were really fooled. Huh? You heard me. You thought that you had been fooling me, but it turned out that you were the one finding out that someone else were getting fooled. Who else is getting fooled? Somewhere else in that someone is, of what someone would be getting fooled. I don't understand. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm having a stroke. I'm not Facebook status. You don't have to like me. I'm not Facebook status? Wouldn't it be I'm not a Facebook status? Or is it talking about someone named Facebook status? This person named Facebook status, who we all have to like. I'm not like Facebook status, all right? You know that neighbor kid whose parents thought it would be funny to name him Facebook status, and now his mom's always making us hang out with him? I'm not like him.
Hey guys, it's me, Facebook status. And you have to like me. My mommy says so.
Okay, grammatical errors aside, this still doesn't make any sense because nobody forces you to like Facebook statuses. Look, I'm not like Facebook statuses, okay? If you don't like me, Mark Zuckerberg's not gonna come in through your window in the middle of the night and eat your firstborn son like he would with a Facebook status just because he's contractually obligated to due to the terms and conditions that we all agree to when we sign up for Facebook. That just ain't me, baby girl. Yeah, I just don't understand what this post is trying to say. It's just trying to say, you don't have to like me, which is just true about anything and anyone ever. So, I guess I agree. Comment yes, letter by letter if you agree. I don't know why Instagram posts do that. They always say to comment things letter by letter, so when you go into the comments, you'll see someone comment like Y-E-S. I guess because if you get more comments, Instagram will put you higher up on like the explore page and stuff like that. Oh, all these people disagree. I love chicken more. At least it died for me. Yeah, again, this isn't a success tip. And who is this directed towards? Just anyone? Or like your girlfriend or something? Is this what you're supposed to say to your girlfriend? Like when she tells you that she loves you? Sweetie, I love you. Yeah, well, I love chicken, all right? At least it died for me. It died for me. This chicken, before it died, it saw me and it said, I want you fuckers to turn me into a chicken nugget. And I want that guy to eat me. At least, what does he mean by at least? Like, at least the chicken died for me. At the very least. I mean, couldn't you just at the very least die for me, babe? To show me that you really love me? Just die for me and let me eat you. It's the only way I can be successful, according to Instagram. Things get a lot more drastic on this account called The Boys Club. You can either have a girlfriend or self-respect. Jesus, what a bold statement. This has 22,000 likes. Almost 23. Actually, I was just the 23,000th like, because I agree. A lot of these posts just seem like they're written by really bitter, lonely dudes who are trying to express how sad and lonely they are, but trying to make it come off as them being successful. Yeah, that's right. I don't have a girlfriend because I respect myself. Not because I scared them all away by saying things like, in my dreams, you're the mother of my children. It's because I respect myself. Look, I'm just not willing to give up on all of the amazing opportunities life has to offer just to be with a woman. I mean, gosh, if I date a woman, I might never get the chance to drive my parents around in an Audi. I really like the Boys Club because everything they say tries to sound super cool, but then pretty much every post is ruined by grammatical errors and spelling mistakes. Everything is easy if you are crazy. Nothing is easy is you are lazy. Is that a question? Nothing is easy. As you are lazy, don't tell me I belong in your heart. You know I don't lick fuck. You know I don't lick crowded places. That would have sounded so like emo and epic if they didn't mess up that word. Babe, you know I don't lick crowded places. What, do you see me going to Disney World and licking the floor, you dumb bitch? So don't let me into your heart, all right? Because I'm not gonna lick it. I'm not gonna lick the inside of your heart. Because your heart is shared with a bunch of other dudes, and if they're sick, I don't want to, if I'm licking in there, I don't want to get, whatever they got. I found my own light when you left me in darkness. Darkness? What is darkness? Just like this dark void where everyone's just saying, darn. How could you leave me in here? Darn it. Why? Darn. Where am I? Don't sell the sun to buy a candle. Okay. If I'm ever offered this very specific transaction, I will turn it down. I will keep the sun because I own the sun. Okay, so what did we learn? I guess never date anyone ever. Oh, wait until your handsome nemesis gets married until you fall in love. You don't want your handsome nemesis to steal away the love of your life or seduce you. I guess he could try to seduce you. And don't listen to anyone ever. No matter what they say, don't listen to them, just do you. Get that mop, get that recliner, get up on that car and do you. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this one last success tip, and this one's kind of crazy. HelloFresh is tasty. You know, that one doesn't really seem to have anything to do with being a boy or being successful, but you know what? It is a good segue into today's sponsor, HelloFresh. You guys have heard me talk about HelloFresh before. It's great. It's the best meal kit, hands down, that I've used. They basically deliver these amazing meals to your door every week. They do all the planning, prepping, and shopping so you can focus on having a healthier and happier cooking experience. I really like HelloFresh because personally, I hate going to the grocery store, so I can spend less time going to the grocery store because HelloFresh delivers me meals every week, which just means I get to spend more time doing stuff that I love, like riding my bike and making YouTube videos and talking to my dog. I actually feel like I've learned a lot from HelloFresh. I've learned how to fry things in oil with breadcrumbs. I didn't know how to do that before because I am just a simple man. And so even when I'm not using HelloFresh, I feel like I'm using techniques and stuff that I learned from using HelloFresh, which is really great. There's 3 different plans to choose from. There's classic, veggie, and family. The family even has like kid-tested recipes for picky eaters, so you don't have to worry about your kids being little rats about the food. So get out of that recipe rut that you're in and start cooking outside your comfort zone and discover some new delicious recipes. To get started with 8 free meals, that's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and enter promo code TrulyGreg80. That's HelloFresh.com and promo code TrulyGreg80. So have fun, stay healthy and happy with HelloFresh. Hey guys, it's me, Danny, from A Different Day, here with a very special announcement. This Friday, April 26th, I'm releasing my first EP. As most of you probably know, I spend a lot of time working on comedy music, and for the past couple months, I've been working on this EP of 6 songs that I'm releasing this Friday. It's an EP called Bump This. You can pre-order it now on iTunes and Google Play, and there should also be a link to pre-save it on Spotify in the description. So again, it's releasing this Friday. I'm really excited for you guys to hear it because I've been working on it for a really long time without talking about it. So check that out, and now back to me from the other day. All right guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is my YouTube family, but it's not just any family. It's not like other YouTube families. You will literally become blood related to me when you hit that subscribe button and notification button, which means you get all the cool perks of being genetically related to me, like being more predisposed to having a big nose and blue eyes, and you also get all the negative sides of being genetically related to me. Your kids are more prone to being nearsighted. They may be more prone to heart disease and diabetes, as that runs in my family. So if that sounds interesting to you, just make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on my notifications, and you can be Truly Greg. Thank you, Chelsea Allen, for turning on my notifications. You are Truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I go skydiving underground. Bye!
This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have it?
Alright guys, it's time to watch another motivational TikTok account, but I think this one's got a pretty interesting twist. This dude's name is William Knight, and I've seen a few of his TikToks, but most of these I'm gonna be blind reacting to, thanks to Robert. He has curated many of these TikToks. This dude seems to be all about motivation, opening your mind, opening your third eye, so to speak. He's all about making you think. To the point where, I gotta say, it's more than just his words that make you think. Let's take a look.
Breathe in.
Okay.
Today's message comes from an old Chinese proverb. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap.
Okay.
If you want happiness for a day, go fishing.
Cool.
If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, then help someone else.
Okay.
Today I want you to breathe out as much love and kindness as possible.
Okay, dude, thank you, but I'm not used to holding my breath that long, damn. Guess it was only 30 seconds, but that kind of hurt.
Instead of focusing so much energy on how can I make myself happy, focus on how can I be of service.
Okay. Very nice message, you know? If you want to be truly happy and live a fulfilling life, dedicate yourself to helping others. Love the sentiment. There's a lot going on in the video besides that. I don't know if you noticed. First of all, he tried to kill me. Then we got the outfit. Now, I gotta say, I respect the sort of non-sequiturs we got going on here. No single garment in this outfit is related to any other garment. It's actually quite impressive. You've got the 360 Yankees hat, which I've never seen before. And I don't watch a lot of baseball, so I don't know if this is a thing. I have to say, I don't think it is. Maybe there's one special player that wears this hat. You've got the infield, you've got the outfield, and then you've got this guy who is actually on the Yankees Yankees, but he's in the outer outfield, which is actually in a forest 300 miles away from the stadium, where these 360-degree brim hats. And the little buckle he added on the hat to make it look kind of like a pilgrim hat, I think is really working in his favor. Then you've got the black leather gloves, the ruffled black shirt, which I'm getting like vampire pirate vibes from, and then his mesmerizing eyes. I can't tell if these are colored contact lenses or if he really just has that beautiful of eyes, but it almost feels like you have to watch this video multiple times to even get the really nice message that he's giving you. No wonder he has such good engagement. This video has almost 300,000 likes. It's because you have to watch this video multiple times to even realize he's saying something. Because for the first half of the video, you're like, what is going on here? Also, what is up with that tree in the background? Is there a face on that tree? Is that a person? Did he manifest somebody into a tree? It's actually a player of the opposing baseball team that the Yankees are playing today. You're allowed to use magic in the outfield, actually, and he was unfortunately not able to defend himself. Okay, another video where the fit is looking redonkulous, and the caption is, "There's no such thing as a coincidence."
Breathe in.
Oh no, okay, all right.
A wise man once said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle.
Thank you.
Is the human soul on fire?
Beautiful.
So light her up.
Can I? You're just standing there. Tell me to breathe, please tell me to breathe. Okay, goddamn, dude. He was taunting me at the end there, I think. Are you dead yet? I think that my body trying to conserve oxygen actually prevented me from fully listening to what he was saying there. The only way to do great work is what you love. Be passionate about what you do. That's great. And I can tell that William Knight loves what he does. I do truly get the vibe that he is very inspired doing these, wearing the absolute sickest outfits ever in the middle of the forest. Actually, as I felt my body depleting of oxygen and my eyes were rolling back into my head, I noticed how sparkly his shirt is. That is a very nice sparkly shirt. Okay, I'm glad at least the comments are with me. Bro, just let me breathe, I'm gonna die. He was trying to end me. 360 Yankee brim is diabolical. Yeah, I mean, this has gotta be like the final form of a baseball hat. I can't see it getting any more intense than this, aside from becoming a 3D 360 brim, where the brim is a full sphere around your head. That'd be pretty cool. All right, let's keep on going here. There's no such thing as a coincidence. I wonder if that's his catchphrase.
There is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means you are energetically aligned with me and this message.
Well, I would argue that since Robert actually put these videos together and he found this TikTok, William, you must be energetically aligned with Robert, actually. Robert, maybe you should reach out to this guy.
Your thoughts create your reality. But you already knew that. Yet, you still live a life that you dread.
Excuse me.
That is because
Yo! Oh my god. What happened to her?
you still live a life that you dread.
Excuse me.
My guy traumatized her. What did she scream about? At first I was like, oh, he surprised her and that's why she was scared, but she ran up to him from behind. If anything, William should have been scared. What right does she have to run up behind him and then scream at him like he spooked her? And William's not even looking that outlandish today, so you can't blame it on his outfit either. This is pretty tame for him. He's just wearing a turtleneck sweater. Maybe she was so surprised by his hypnotizing eyes, or maybe the energy just radiating off of him like vaporized her or something. My guy actually turned her into a tree with that stare. This actually reminds me, have you guys seen that video of the dude with the curly red hair surprising that woman?
And he threw flakes in it.
Mommy, put the stuff down and then you throw this. Sorry.
Yeah, this is basically the same video, except the woman who gets scared should actually burst into flames when she sees him, I think. I'm amazed by his composure. The fact that she screams at him, and he just goes back to talking to the camera.
Excuse me.
That is because
he's like, just another day of people seeing me and screaming violently. That's actually super impressive.
Breathe in.
I feel like the breathing thing is supposed to be calming. It is a little bit scary to me and kind of triggers my flight or fright Did I say flight or fright? You either run away or you get scared. Fight or flight is what it's called. I also kind of feel like I'm being hypnotized. He's getting my body and mind to slow down so he can incept my brain with whatever ideas he wants. Luckily, they seem to be pretty tame ideas. He actually seems to just be a nice guy that is trying to make my life better. But if in the wrong hands, this could be truly evil. Okay, what I want you to do is commit voter fraud. I'm gonna need you to register a fake person at the DMV, then get that person's mail set to your address.
Breathe in. A wise man once said.
Oh no, dude, this video is 1 minute and 8 seconds long. I'm not gonna hold my breath for this whole time. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Go hypnotize someone else. What do we call this here that he does at the beginning of every video? He just glides towards the camera. It's like kind of a millennial pause, but there's another sort of je ne sais quoi built into it. Sort of this demonic poltergeist-esque glide in towards the camera. The possessed millennial pause. Anyway, I'm pretty awkward, guys.
As soon as you wake up every single morning, I want you to relax. Don't grab your phone. Don't move. This simple act is reprogramming your subconscious mind because your mind is still in a theta brainwave.
Did you just call me a beta? Your mind is still in a beta brainwave. I was not expecting this dude to be like an alpha male. Oh, he said theta. There's theta males now too? Yeah, you got your alpha males, sigma males, beta males, theta brains. What brainwave is my brain supposed to be in?
Every morning, I will guide you to your dream reality, reprogramming your subconscious mind. The link is in the bio. Breathe out.
Oh my god, dude, that was so long to hold your breath. If anyone out there was holding their breath, I'm sorry that you're dead now. Also, why does he breathe out when he says breathe out? Was he holding his breath for that entire video too? That's amazing. He also looks like he almost forgot to say it there for a sec, which is a terrifying thought. We could have all been holding our breaths forever. Anyway, see you next time. Oh shit, and remember to breathe. Remember to breathe and blink, guys. You need to do that. You just saved 100,000 people's lives. Oh no, this one's got the creepy tree in it again. Are there any comments about this tree? The Brim Reaper, someone called him. Accurate. He did kill that lady. Okay, lots of comments begging him to let them breathe, so this is gonna be another good one. Oh yeah, anyone else notice the tree face? Just me? Okay. Okay. Because I was kind of worried that I was the only person that saw it. Like there was some kind of energetic connection between me and the tree, but I'm glad other people are seeing it too.
I am now on a new platform called Snapchat. Send me photos of your cats and dogs.
I like that he says I'm posting an app called Snapchat, like most people don't know what Snapchat is. But, you know, to be fair, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he spends a lot of time in this forest. I don't even know if he has a phone. He could just be like recording this video on a tree somehow. I wouldn't doubt him having that sort of ethereal power. And you know what? I don't think I will send him a picture of my dogs. You know, I trust the guy and I think he's giving some nice advice for the most part, but he's gonna try to curse them or something. Or maybe take control of their bodies or something like that, and I can't have that. My dog walking around in a Yankees infinite brim hat? No thank you. He's gonna turn my dog into a boxwood.
Always remember who checks in on you when you go quiet.
Okay, speaking of dog, he just has a dog all of a sudden. This was the first person to send him a dog on Snapchat. You fell for the trap, dude. When you send him a dog on Snapchat, he can manifest it into his woods. It's not your dog anymore, sorry.
Always remember who checks in on you when you go quiet. That's love.
Dude, this is so true though, because my dogs always check in on me when I go quiet.
Today's message. Go back to your childlike perspective. Get excited over the bugs, the planes, and the trees. The more you focus on the little miracles, the more you attract the big ones.
Yeah, do you want to address the child and the figures in cloaks? What's going on in this one, man? You know, this is a very interesting character, guys. This is weird. There's so much going on in these videos. For one, he's giving this energetic advice on how to live your life and manifest things. He also appears to be advertising some app, his Grand Rising app, which I guess is some kind of meditation app. But then there's all of the extra stuff, which I'm sure some of it is kind of an act to get engagement, and then some of it is not. Like, I'm sure whatever he's doing with this child and the cloaked figures is just kind of like a weird thing he added to the video to get people to comment on it. And of course, yes, people are commenting, where do you get the kids? Which, you know, is kind of a weird thing to ask. And it's almost like maybe you're reaching more people because of those things, but I worry that they're actually not getting the message that you want to get across because there's so much going on in your videos. A lot of people who commented this, where are you getting these kids, probably are not even paying attention to what you're saying. Okay, what is going on here? This is a slideshow of images. The first one is a comment that says, "It's so sad that this guy drowned. He was kind of funny." Then there's another image of a funeral for him. Then we have a bunch of pictures of him with wings. Maybe he's in heaven. Does the caption say anything to clarify? There is no such thing as a coincidence. The fact that you're watching this video means that Robert is energetically aligned with me and this message. Listen to my guided meditation to shift your dream reality. Okay, but did you die? He's figured out how to post from beyond the grave. So I don't know why people were commenting that he drowned, but the pictures don't really seem to confirm or deny that he drowned. They don't directly address it, and if you were to think he was alive, then these pictures obviously just show him alive, but if you think he's died, then all of these pictures confirm is that he's now a flying demon. Oh great, now we have an article. What happened to William Knight on TikTok? Viral star's drowning claim explored. It's kind of crazy to claim that you drowned, because it's like, you know, no, you didn't. The account of TikTok sensation William Knight, who is noted for his content on affirmation and manifestation, recently sent his fans into panic mode after suggesting on a post that he had drowned. The picture shared on X on November 30th appeared to be a screenshot of a Facebook post by Feejabobot 1500. Okay, that was the funeral picture. Yeah, this one. Oh, he said it about himself. He reposted it and said, "It's so sad that this guy drowned. He was kind of funny." The image, however, is doctored. What? As it is quite a viral Dragon Ball meme, where many have previously edited faces of other people. You know, I gotta say, all this does not seem very in line with the core message of his content. All of his videos are like, relax. You wanna find purpose in life, just be cool. You know, breathe in, wait 20 minutes, breathe out. Also, I died, I drowned, I'm dead. Or am I? I might be a demon. And then he just goes back to making videos being like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, baby.
Learn about these 4 ex-government employees who risked everything to tell you the truth about extraterrestrials.
Okay, now this seems like a drastically different type of content than it usually makes too. Government whistleblowers? Meditation content and conspiracy theory content are something that feel like they should not go hand in hand. One is calming, the other is not at all. The top 4 people that tried to warn us that aliens are taking over the government but died by mysterious circumstances before they could. It's not very relaxing.
Former Pentagon intelligence officer Angelia Schultz held a press conference detailing her encounters with extraterrestrials at an ET base in the Mojave Desert.
And now, she is the tree standing behind me. This is what the government did to her for speaking out. Yo, what? I don't know what this video was, Robert, but it's currently unavailable. It's in the Google Doc Robert sent me as another conspiracy TikTok, and it is not here. That's kind of spooky, dude. William is being censored by the government. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that guided tour through William Knight's TikTok account. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Before this video starts, I'd like to say that this video is sponsored by Mischief. Mischief is a brand that creates and releases insane new things every 2 weeks. You've probably seen some of their drops before, but didn't even know that they were the ones behind it. I've seen their next drop that's coming up, and it is sick, and the only way to know about it is by downloading the Mischief app. So if you want to be in the know, search MSCHF on the App Store or Google Play Store, or go to mischief.com. Anyways, here's the video. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Ditsygaki, the internet's most notorious ripoff of Danny Gorgonzola. So it has been brought to my attention that the movie that I made a video about a couple weeks ago, What's Up, is actually a sequel. I did not realize this. There were a lot of things that I was confused about in that movie, and apparently it's because that movie is a sequel to a different movie called Big and Little Monsters, which is actually a ripoff of Monsters vs. Aliens. I gotta be honest, it's kind of clever of them to just use the same characters to rip off a different movie. That's pretty genius. Like, they didn't have to like remodel any new characters or make a new set or anything like that. They can just stick all of these characters in a different movie. So today we're gonna be taking a look at Big and Little Monsters, and we're gonna see if it's any less bad than What's Up. And we're also gonna see if it's any less racist. Also, I'm curious to see if any of the questions that I had about What's Up are answered in this movie, because this movie is supposed to set up What's Up. All right, let's dive in.
I'm about to dive in.
So the movie starts with Dr. Crumb being woken up. He's got a very technologically advanced room, but what else would you expect from Dr. Crumb? He's got all these little gadgets designed to wake him up and give him a good morning. He's got this little floating robot that comes to give him the news.
Express breakfast, country breakfast, breakfast with nuts, Sunday breakfast, breakfast delight.
Huh. Interesting. What a weird-ass menu. This thing is not intuitive at all. Yeah, that's right. We're getting real nitpicky right off the bat. This menu, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why not just write the names of all the breakfast items? Why do they have to have pictures of the sun that are supposed to somehow tell you what you're getting for breakfast? I mean, these icons barely even tell you what each breakfast is. Like the first one, this is supposed to be express breakfast, but it's just a picture of the sun, and I guess he's like going fast. He's just a fast sun. So I guess maybe you could infer that that's supposed to mean express breakfast, but that still doesn't tell you what express breakfast is. Like, what is in the meal? It's just a fast sun. Also, what the heck is breakfast delight? The last one.
Breakfast delight.
I think I can picture kind of what each one of these would be, except for breakfast delight, and the picture doesn't help at all because it's just a picture of a clown. It's just a regular meal like any other one of these meals, but like a clown serves it. Just a clown bringing you out a regular-ass omelet.
You selected Country Breakfast. Good morning, Dr. Crumb. Yesterday's electronic news headlines. Tomorrow, Dr. Crumb will launch the first intergalactic supersonic geometric antenna.
Right off the bat, the movie's not any less racist, specifically towards Chinese people. What is with the writers of these movies and being really racist? In the last movie, they had the guy that they kept making fun of, and now in this one, the robot is making fun of Chinese people?
For crying out loud! It must be a virus. I'm sure I unsubscribed from that darn Chinese news channel.
Oh, your robot got a virus? The robot that you made and only you own got a virus? Who wrote the virus for your robot that no one else knows exists? I think you programmed it to do that just so you could be racist. It kind of seems like it.
Country breakfast will be ready in...
Oh, here we go. Now we get to see what the country breakfast is. Look at all those pots and pans in the background that were used to make this breakfast. I bet it's gonna be a pretty exquisite breakfast.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Country breakfast complete.
It's an egg. It's one egg. The country breakfast is just one egg and coffee, but like in a cup the size of a shot glass, just a little tiny little thimble full of coffee. That's all Dr. Crumb needs to get himself going in the morning. Is this a thing? Is there such a thing as a country breakfast that's just one egg? One hard-boiled egg? Ah, reminds me of life out on the farm. It was a simpler life, to be sure. Every morning I would get fed one hard-boiled egg by my floating racist robot, and I would drink coffee out of a cup the size of a water bottle cap. I miss those days. That was a simpler time.
More salt!
More salt.
A little more salt, please.
A little more salt.
Apply! Junk. Yeah. Good morning, Amanda. Oh, this junky concentrated salt laser still isn't working right. It needs to be fixed right away. Who can eat breakfast like this?
So one thing I noticed right at the beginning of this movie is that Dr. Crumb seems a little bit different. He seems a little more cranky and jaded, especially towards technology. Like right here, he gets pretty pissed about his salt laser not working. I don't know why he needs a laser to put salt on his egg. I feel like a salt shaker would be just as convenient, if not more, because you don't have to like change the batteries or invent it. So over breakfast, Amanda, Dr. Crumb, and Gunto are all talking about their big day today because this like intergalactic antenna that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks have been working on for a really long time is about to be operational. This antenna is apparently supposed to help them contact extraterrestrials, get messages from aliens, all that good shit. So they're all really, really excited.
Oh boy, the antenna! We're officially late! We've got to get out of here! Gunto, what on earth are you doing? Gunto, give me that! I have no idea what you're doing, but this isn't one of your silly toys, you hear me?
So in addition to being pretty cranky in this movie, Dr. Crumb also hates Gunto. I don't know what happened between this movie and the next one that made him like Gunto, but in this movie, he fucking hates his own nephew. It's really weird, which was pretty shocking and devastating to me, because I happen to be a pretty big Gunto stan.
In a few moments, we'll be able to communicate with any intelligent being in the vastness of outer space!
Dr. Crumb!
Crumb, please, Dr. Zooks, just one more question. What about our security? We're still pretty traumatized by the images of that film showing how you fought off those terrible aliens during the infamous invasion of 54.
One thing that they keep bringing up at the beginning that's going to be important later is this alien invasion of 1954. So apparently there was this alien invasion back in the 50s that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zoops helped stop. They got rid of all the aliens, fought them all, sent them back to space. Not really clear what they did, but that's the reason that they're such famous scientists now, is because of that alien invasion back in the 50s. Remember that for later. Just tuck it back into the depths of your mind. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to know about it later.
If you will allow me, I'd like to ask a very special young lady to help me turn on the antenna. My niece, Amanda.
Can I go with you, please? No, you stay here. You're too immature to handle a machine like this.
Do you see this? Even Amanda's getting in on the Gunto hating action. Put some respect on Gunto's name, man. Disrespectful. Wow, yeah, looks like it really took a lot of maturity to turn that machine on. Way to go, Amanda, you're so smart and mature. If only Gunto could have flipped that switch. Why they gotta do my boy Gunto like this? After this press conference, Gunto's walking around all sad because nobody let him turn on the machine. And while he's walking around, this meteorite comes from outer space and crashes like right at his feet. Just a quick side note, I feel like if something of that size really came that fast and crashed into Earth, it would probably have killed Gunto. I'm glad it didn't. I'm just saying, like, physics-wise, I'm pretty sure it would have rocked his shit. If there's any scientists watching this and want to confirm that, let me know. But it was literally burning up on its way to Earth, so I'm pretty sure that Gunto should be dead.
Wow, this is so beautiful!
Oh yeah, shit. Look at that green ball. So beautiful. Green ball. Flat green ball that is somehow not affected by light. There's no shading on this ball. It's so beautiful.
Uncle, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Is it possible for the antenna to receive alien messages through a baseball?
No, Guto. You already saw.
So you might have thought that the animation in What's Up was bad, but get ready because it seems like there are a lot of issues that they had worked out in What's Up that they were still having in this movie. For example, in this movie, there's a lot of scenes where certain characters' hair and clothes will just start vibrating for no reason. Like in this scene, Dr. Crumb's hair is just going brrrr. Why is it doing that? What's up with that? You know, maybe it's because he's so goddamn smart. Ever think of that? His brain is doing fucking front flips in his head. He's so smart that his brain just gets bored sometimes with regular life, and it's just gotta do extreme sports in his head, and it's making his hair go.
It's time to go to sleep.
Still plenty of awkward pauses in this movie, though. There was no effort to change that. I mean, I guess this movie came before that, so it makes sense that there would still be so many awkward pauses. Starting to think that this was more of an artistic choice than a mistake. That moment when you're putting your brother to sleep and you've already tucked him in. It's time for bed.
New message.
It's a message! It's a message!
Oh shit! The intergalactic antenna is getting a message. Our boys Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb are over the moon. They're getting their first message from aliens, so let's check it out and see what it says.
Salt, sugar, mutation, danger, salty junk food, hurry, salt, repeat, no sugar.
Is there a defect? What a strange message! I can't stand machines. I hate them. What a bunch of hunks of junk. If only one of them would work right.
Yo, holy shit, dude, calm down. So mad immediately about a machine not working.
What a bunch of hunks of junk.
One that you built, by the way. So if it's not working, it's probably your fault, right? Because you didn't build it right. I gotta be honest, guys. Dr. Crumb, he's different in this movie. Dr. Crumb hits different in this movie, dude. He's a little bit wild. He's kind of off his rocker. He's a cranky little man. Imagine getting your first message from outer space. You get a message from aliens on an antenna that you built, and it doesn't make sense at first, and your first reaction is just like, what the fuck, I hate science! I hate machines! Fuck technology! I hate electricity! I'm going to go live in the woods! I'm gonna live with the squirrels forever! I swear, dude, Dr. Crumb is like one tiny little glitch away from going Amish. He's gonna go full Amish.
And what do we have here?
It's a piece of the baseball I saw hit the antenna. That's what I was trying to ask you about at dinner. Remember? I thought it could be a message from space.
Uh-oh, it looks like whatever was in that green ball, remember the sexy hot green ball from earlier? Whatever was in it, it looks like it escaped, because it's in pieces on the floor.
What do you mean it hit the antenna? But when?
Yeah, look at that. Look at her hair. It's doing that thing that Dr. Crumb's hair was doing. Just, what's going on there? She looks like she's gonna fly away. What was that? A weird sound? I gotta go!
Oh my goodness, that can't be what I think it is. We have to tell Uncle Crumb.
Tell me what? What was that noise?
This scene's weird because they're looking at whatever is outside. It's whatever came out of the green ball. They're like watching it and saying shit about it, but they're not showing it, which I guess could be like an artistic choice. Some movies do that where they're like, oh my God, look at that. And then it cuts to the next scene and you're like left in suspense. But because this movie is so lazily animated, all I can think is that they just did this to get out of animating the monster for one scene. They really got too lazy to animate like the main antagonist of the movie.
He's destroying everything!
Aren't those the same aliens you fought and defeated in 54? It's time for you to save the world again!
Sometimes Amanda moves like she's a character in a horror movie, like she's the girl from The Grudge or The Ring or something. It's like she like speeds up and slows down at weird speeds and her hair is going pop 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 pop.
It's time for you to save the world again!
I'm worried about Amanda in this movie, dude. First her vibrating hair and now she's moving like some kind of ghostly apparition. Can't say I like that.
I think they came from inside Gudo's bag. There's definitely 3 monsters, and I think they came from the ball that hit the antenna.
Let me have a look. Very interesting. This sound.
Oh, fuck, dude, what? He just licked that thing. He doesn't know what that is. I guess Dr. Crumb also thought the ball was really good looking. He really liked that sexy green ball. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, let me see that shit. I gotta taste it. But even Gunto didn't think the ball was that good looking. Look at him. His face says it all. He's disgusted.
Obviously, it isn't a spaceship. Organic material indicates the formation of a living outer covering inside of which these strange beings develop. In other words, we can say that your baseball here is an egg.
Oh shit, it wasn't just a regular green ball, it was an egg. Now I know why Dr. Crumb wanted to taste it. He thought that shit was a whole ass country breakfast. So Dr. Zooks analyzes the egg, finds out it came from outer space because it's got some star fragments in it. And then Gunto also turns on the news and they hear that there's monsters ravaging the city. They're at the zoo and they're eating animals and shit. It sounds actually horrifying. Even like the anchor on the news is terrified.
The wrath of destruction is terrible. In an instant, the monster mercilessly tore apart a garden.
Turn it off,
And
Guto.
for some reason has run into the zoo. It's sheer madness.
Amanda and Gunto get pretty gung-ho about going to fight the monsters because they're like, well shit, we got Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb. They fought aliens before in the alien invasion of 1954, so we'll be good. They've got plenty of monster alien hunting equipment. But the whole time that Amanda is talking about going to fight these aliens, Dr. Crumb looks really worried and eventually pulls Dr. Zooks off to the side.
Dr. Zooks, I don't believe it's possible. This monster story must be some type of scheme that we need to get to the bottom of. They'll find out the whole lie. Monsters don't exist. We invented everything. That story about an invasion of monsters we made up was just so that the government would invest in our interplanetary communication project.
Wow, so it turns out they were phonies the whole time. Turns out they made up the whole alien invasion thing just to get money from the government. I don't know how they faked an entire alien invasion just to get money from the government. Like, wouldn't there need to be other witnesses or like buildings destroyed and stuff? Did they kill people and destroy buildings to pretend that they were fighting aliens? That's pretty fucked up.
These monsters are a fraud. They're gonna find out everything. We're done. Fried.
Oh, fuck him up, Dr. Zooks. Oh, I love that sound that he makes when he slaps him. He sounds like he's really getting his shit rocked. Yeah, his brain's really doing flips now. That's kind of a weird thing that only happens in movies, I'm just realizing. Like, in movies all the time, someone will be having like a nervous breakdown and their friend will be like, snap out of it, and slap him in the face. How many times in your life have you had a friend that was in a serious crisis? Maybe they were having like a mental breakdown and you thought to yourself, oh, I know what'll calm him down. I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Oh, you may be having a panic attack, but get ready for a physical attack, bitch. kick him in the face, kill him.
But Amanda gets into everything. Whatever tweaks her interest, she wants to know everything. Dr. Zooks, my niece will find out. And when she does, she'll no longer respect me. Do you understand?
Come on, Dr. Crumb. That girl completely idolizes you.
Yo, what about Gunto? What about the boy? What the hell? Why is this dude so obsessed with Amanda? This whole movie is so disrespectful to my boy Gunto. My niece! What am I gonna do when my niece finds out? Ugh. Chill out, you weirdo.
It's not important what you did, but who you are. A dedicated scientist, an attentive uncle, and a man with character she can be proud of. Look at everything you do. Everything you think. You're a famous scientist.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that confident that she's still gonna like you. Like, sure, you're still a famous scientist. Like, we've all established that the reason for that is a big hoax. So you shouldn't even be a famous scientist. And judging by how baffled you are at technology, it still seems like even after all this time, you still suck at science. Anyway, so they have that conversation, and then Dr. Crumb goes back outside to talk to Amanda and Gunto and finds that they've left. They went to go fight the aliens on their own and are just gonna let Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks catch up with them.
Dear Uncle, we went ahead of you with the photoplasmolithium guns. I'm sure the plan you're putting together will work perfectly. Saving us all and the whole world will be grateful again.
Amanda, you're in danger. My dear niece, in danger, and it's all my fault. What are we going to do?
What about Gunto? Hey, remember the little boy? The little boy that you're to care for? You know, you got Amanda, and then your much more younger and defenseless little nephew, Gunto. Yeah, he's there too. He's gone off to fight monsters with fake guns. Do you think that that's maybe a problem too? Or are you just concerned about the niece? So Gunto and Amanda show up to the park. They find this guy selling popcorn, so Gunto starts to buy some popcorn. But then one of the aliens pops out of nowhere, and they all freak out. Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb pull up just in the nick of time, and they hop in the car and they make a getaway.
Good for nothing, kids. These days they walk all over you. Even an old popcorn vendor. There's no respect for the corn. When's it all gonna stop?
Why do I suddenly feel like this movie was written by a retired popcorn salesman? So they're riding along. They have a little heart-to-heart because Dr. Crumb eventually tells Amanda that the whole alien invasion was a hoax before, so they're really not as safe as they thought. Then a monster comes out of nowhere, tries to eat them again, and they end up hiding in a movie theater.
Do you think those monsters are gone?
Would you mind keeping it down? I think I heard something.
How did that work? I guess the salt shrank the monster, but like, how did the salt come out of the salt shaker like that? Like, Gunto shook it up and popped it open and the salt just came shooting out. Hey, animators, you know that salt isn't soda, right? You know that that's not how salt works? You can't just shake up a thing of salt and let it spray like that. That's not how it works. Also, low-key kind of disturbed about how pained the monster sounded as it was being salted. Like, that is some seriously haunting shit. It really seems like it's experiencing the most pain it's ever felt.
Be careful! If you give that little guy any more popcorn, he'll disappear!
You're absolutely right.
I thought once they started talking, the monster would stop making that noise, or they would, you know, like reduce the volume of that monster so it wouldn't be so distracting. But nah, the sound design people were just like, fuck it. Monster giggling through the whole scene. Good luck trying to pay attention to the dialogue now, bitch. So they've caught one monster, but there's still two more. But Dr. Crumb doesn't want them to go out and try to catch more monsters because he thinks it's not safe, so he grounds them. But Amanda and Gunto decide to sneak out, and now that they know that salt makes the monster shrink, they decide to bring a bunch of little packets of nuts, like tiny little bags of nuts. They bring them along to try to fight the monsters.
Now, Gunto, hit him with the salt, quick! Take this, you oversweetened monster! Swallow these salty peanuts!
Yo, what? That's so many nuts. How did all those nuts come out of that tiny little bag? They just rip open a tiny little, like, airplane-sized bag of cashews, and it's just endless cashews. Now that's what I call
breakfast with nuts.
salt, brother! Look, I think it's the monster's pet.
We come in peace. Okay, so then these other aliens show up, and they're little aliens, and they tell Amanda and Gunto that apparently these big monster aliens that are running around are their pets. They're aliens from another planet, and they had these pets in little eggs, and they were flying by, and they accidentally dropped one down to Earth. So now they're gonna help Amanda and Gunto track down the monsters and feed them salt, which will help shrink them, and then they can take them back to their planet. But they also say that the opposite of salt is sugar. If the monsters get sugar, that's gonna be bad, and they'll get bigger and stronger. So they can't let them get any sugar.
Oh, I want that one right there. Double chocolate delight.
Okay, this part is really awkward, and I feel like when I just show little clips from the movie, you don't really get a sense for how awkwardly it's animated, because I'm trying to cut it down for time and make this video interesting. But I'm gonna let this part play out in its entirety so that you can really get a sense for how unnecessarily long some sequences in this movie are.
Welcome to Ice Cream Express. How can I help you?
Oh no, he got the ice cream. He got sweets. That's bad. Also, did they run out of time to model background characters? Because this person in the background is clearly Gunto, but just in the shadows so you can't see him. That's very clearly the silhouette of Gunto. But they really thought we wouldn't notice, huh? Actually, honestly, maybe it is Gunto. Everyone's disrespecting him so much in this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck off and just go eat ice cream by myself. At this point, I can believe it. I think Gunto needs a break from his really mean family. Anyway, eventually they catch all the monsters, and just like in What's Up, they've caught all the monsters and the day is saved. You know, now that I think about it, like even the plot is the same. There's 3 monsters that get loose and they have to go find them. So what did they change? What is different about these movies?
Thank you for all your help.
Yes, we thought for sure we'd lost them forever. We sent an SOS emergency message to advise you not to feed them anything sweet.
So that was your message, not a defect. Then the antenna works. It really works. Did you hear that?
Oh, so the message they got at the beginning was right. Wow, what a poorly worded message. How are they supposed to make any sense of that? It seemed like a really critical thing that they understood very clearly what was going on. But instead they were just like,
Lost sugar! Junk food! Danger! Sugar danger!
really helpful, aliens. Good job. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. In conclusion, did we learn anything new about the universe of What's Up and Big Little Monsters? Actually, yeah, I think I did. Well, no, I guess I didn't. I didn't learn anything that I wanted to know the answer to, but I did learn things that I didn't think needed a different answer. Like in What's Up, I just assumed that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks were good scientists, and that's why they had all of the cool stuff and the great technology. But from this movie, it kind of seems like everything that they have, they either fake or got it from aliens as a gift. So that's a thing that I didn't think was gonna change in this movie, but did. Well, that's the movie. I should mention that I have some new merch available on my merch store. There's a nice yellow Greg hoodie, and then there's like a light blue and a coral Greg t-shirt. Some nice summer options for you. All right, well, with all that out of the way, guys, now it's time to talk about our sponsor, Mischief. Mischief is a really cool brand. I've been seeing their drops for a while now, and honestly, they do some really impressive stuff. They release something crazy every 2 weeks, and they'll range from like viral digital experiences to weird luxury items. The most recent one that you might have heard about is their collaboration with Mr. Beast. It was called Finger on the App. It was basically a competition amongst millions of people. Anyone could download the app, and it was a competition to see who could keep their finger on an app for the longest. There were over 1 million players. It got to #1 on the App Store, and it lasted for over 72 hours. And the grand prize was a whopping $25,000. Another funny one is Scream Club, which is a website where you can go to just scream. So if you've ever wanted to go to a website and just scream or hear other people scream, then this might be for you. You might have heard of this one because there was a pretty viral TikTok about it. Over 1 million people have gone in and screamed, and this was actually one of their secret drops. So this would be one where you would have to have the Mischief app in order to be able to get in and scream your little head off. They also have a magazine called Mischief Mag. Each issue has some really interesting stuff in there. For example, they taught you how to use Spotify to make free money, basically, and another covered how to break traffic laws, but legally. Also, I may or may not be allowed to disclose this, but Mischief Mag Volume 2 comes out in August. And it's even crazier than the first one, and the only way to get it is by downloading the app. So go ahead and download the app. Search Mischief on the Google Play Store or the App Store. People with the app get first access to all of the drops, and they also get access to secret drops that you can only get with the app. Or go to mischief.com. Again, Mischief is spelled M-S-C-H-F. Thanks to Mischief for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Mischief. Again, it's a really cool company. I highly recommend checking it out. They do a lot of cool stuff. All right, now back to the rest of the video. All right, well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg's what I call my subscribers, but more importantly, guys, we're a family. We're all blood related. We all came out of the same mommy, and we're one big happy family, and we're the strongest army on the internet, and please don't look that up. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now, So why are you still watching this?